minutes, let me know, and we'll get a break. That could be. That's probably a call. Tell them to get on hold. Don't dismiss it. Get the call.
They got it.
Tell them not to answer back there anymore. They're not going to answer back there anymore, right? No. Okay. All right, hey, I want to read a couple of announcements. Charlie wanted me to read that. The combo, okay, here's what we got to mention. Combo, the foundation, behavior, that's this. Burns, uh-oh, that didn't sound good. That didn't sound good.
Well, it may just be that it's...
that truck could be in the way.
He said that it, but it's not now. That's why I parked my car there.
No, that big truck is working on the sign out there. There's a huge, gigantic truck right there.
I'll see when it's...
Brenda, I don't know. They said something about the signal up there. They may have to move that.
Is that all right?
Signal's okay? Okay. Dale, I want to mention Larry for the open. Dale, Brenda, and Clarence Neese are here tonight. All the other people
Okay.
are others, okay? 7 o'clock on TV.
Hello and welcome to SportsVision, the magazine special call-in edition here on WTMB. Joe Palo along with Mike Cragen. Fajita and Bear aren't with us because we are live from the 25th Street Hardee's, and I don't think they'd do well here in this food establishment. They'd be running back there for hamburgers all night long. It wouldn't work. But we got a special call-in show for you to call in. Let's talk about the Cleveland-Bradley game. Cleveland-Bradley, the rivalry renewed, part 3.
Part 3.
Happens this Friday night at Cleveland High School. So make your way out there to the ball game. Then you can watch the replay on TV. So you get out there, get everybody out there and support your Cleveland High Blue Raiders or your Bradley Central Bears. Michael, we've got a bunch of things happening tonight. We're going to take calls from 8 till 10 o'clock. And hopefully we'll get folks really fired up for this game Friday.
We've already got one guy down here. He's usually wearing a striped shirt, but Mr. Derrick over here, of course, he's got a son that plays on the Cleveland team. If you saw me muttering right before we came on, or as we came on, he asked me a question. The game starts at 7, or the pregame starts at 7 on TV Friday night, and then at 7:30, of course, we have the kickoff, and we've got a lot of action for you. And I tell you what, we got a couple things for you that you might be interested in tonight. We better mention right off the top because Hardee's, the fine people over here, have decided to go ahead and put this on for us. They've sponsored it. They're underwriting the whole thing. We appreciate it very much. And if you come down here, it's 8 to 10. They're open an hour extra tonight. You come down here, you get some T-shirts, SportsVision T-shirts. Joe, where are they?
Follow that one right there.
There we go, SportsVision T-shirts.
Check this out, huh?
We're going to show them.
Look at that. How about that right
And
there?
if you come down and get a combo, you get that, and you notice a nice picture of the dogs on the back, and then, of course,
There's dogs on front and back.
Yes.
You know, it's however you look at it.
Good-looking dog and the blonde hair. And we're going to cover something about the foundation. The foundation, Cleveland Public Education Foundation, is also something new we're going to start and show you some commercials on here tonight. We want you to pay particular attention to because it helps channel money from the Muir Corporation to the city schools. So give us a call.
Now, we are sitting here directly behind the SportsVision trophy.
Oh, that's
right. This is the traveling trophy that goes to the winning team. This happened 2 years ago. We brought the trophy out. Cleveland won the big way the first year, and so they took the trophy to their trophy case. Then last year, a 10-7 victory for the Blue Raiders. They take it back, and so we have it back here again tonight. This Friday, we'll see who gets it, whether it's Cleveland, whether it's Bradley.
And the team that wins gets this in their trophy case, and that particular year, so whatever the score is this year goes on the big one, and then we keep it forever right here on the side so we know who the big dog was that year. And we do have a little bit lined up. Corey, get it ready. We got something that went on the last 2 years that we've got. We're going to show you a little bit of the history leading into this game.
Well, we got our open to our show. We even need to let everybody see.
Well, let's do it. Let's open the show. Let's go.
Open the show. Pop it in. Let's go.
Here we are.
They met 2 years ago for the first time since 1992. Cleveland raced away to a 61-34 victory in the rivalry renewed. Last year, the Raiders squeaked by the Bears with a last-second touchdown in the now famous Mud Bowl. On Friday, the Bears prowled into Betty Monroe Stadium for the rivalry renewed 3. Cleveland's highly rated veteran team will take on the youthful underdog Bears. Joe Palo of WTMB TV and Mike Cragen of SportsVision want to hear from you on your view of the game. Call us now.
All right.
All right.
So that's the open to the show, officially. We kind of opened it, and then we reopened it.
That's right.
You know how it goes.
We don't do everything the way it's
Live
supposed to be done all the
television.
time.
I mean, come on.
Call us. It's 472-0851. 0581. 472-0581. That's why you haven't called. You want to know the
What
number?
town is this?
There it is, 472-0581.
So give us a call. Let's talk about this game.
It's rivalry renewed, like I said, part three. The first one was right after 9/11. That's what I remember more than anything.
Yeah.
And Bradley Cleveland always has a real tight rivalry. But I'll tell you what, everybody kind of came together. The game meant something to the kids when they actually played it, but kind of all the usual bombast and stuff, leading up to it. It was 9/11, and people were just kind of in a mood to get along, you know, so it wasn't quite as bad as far as the rivalry part goes. And one thing, let's mention that real quick while we got a second. Mr. Cogdill, of course, the athletic director at Cleveland High School, Charlie Cogdill, has said that in order to keep this thing going on, of course, this is the third year, they re-signed the contract after last year. And it all depends on behavior, and we want to make sure that everybody has fun. You know, you can get rowdy at the game and, you know, root for your team. But as far as any altercations or anything outside of that, if we want to keep this thing going, which has been really good, we've got to make sure that behaviors of the fans, of course, players always behave because they're friends. They get done.
When the game's over with Saturday, they're going swimming together at the Blue Hole.
That's right.
Now, this is also another thing you need to remember. This live call-in show, obviously live on the air, so keep it clean because all calls are monitored and recorded. And if it's not clean, well then, of course, Cleveland's Finest will come talk to you next week, and you don't want that to happen.
Who are they?
Huh?
Who are they?
You and I.
The Cleveland's Finest.
Yeah. So give us a call, 472-0581. We'll take your calls. We'll discuss this ball game. As we said, the rivalry renewed part 3. Cleveland wins 2 big games back-to-back last year and the year before, and this year we'll see what happens. Take a call.
Take a call.
All right, here we go. Take a call. You're on SportsVision, the magazine. Question or comment?
Comment.
Go ahead.
My name is Travis Godfrey, and we have a new sporting goods store in town called All Star Sports. Just want everybody to know we have tons of T-shirts and tons of hats for both schools. If they want to come check us out.
Good deal.
Can I give the address?
Good deal. Now, Travis, you got a prediction?
Cleveland.
Have score?
By a touchdown.
By a touchdown.
By a touchdown.
And for the Bradley fans,
Yes, sir.
Bradley by a touchdown.
See, he's selling you something. He can't take it. You know, he's got to take it.
Politically correct there, pal. All right.
We're located on 2538 Keith Street,
2538 Keith Street.
Colony Square.
Colony Square.
There you go.
Go down and get your T-shirt. You'll
Thanks,
have it.
guys.
Travis, thanks for calling, buddy.
By the way, remember, I'm going to mention that again. Joe picked that up one more
Yeah,
time.
there it
If
is.
you come down to Hardee's tonight and get a combo, any combo, you just can't buy, you know, like a small Coke. You got to come down and buy a combo. And this $10,000 T-shirt goes with you. Okay, you can take this. It's worth a lot.
Oh, it is.
It's got 2 people that are going to go down in history as what we're not sure yet, but they're on there, and 2 dogs are on there.
And when we say a combo, we mean like a combo from Hardee's. We don't
That's
mean like
right.
you can't just say Mike to myself.
No.
We're not a combo.
No,
It's
not
a food combo, and then you get the shirt. That's how it works.
And let's go ahead then. Let's give them the history real quick so we can get everybody fired up. Of course, we had the first year we talked about September 11,
Right.
and then we had the Mud Bowl, and I mean, it was messy. If you were there last year at Bradley, it was messy, rainy, and everybody was slipping and sliding in the field. I don't know how they did it. It looks great, and that somebody ought to get a medal for that. But if we're ready over there, let's go ahead and take a look at the history of. It's September 21st, 2001. Our country was still reeling from the events of 9/11. In light of what our nation had endured, the game between Cleveland and Bradley was nearly canceled. The decision was made to play, however, and the Blue Raiders ran roughshod over Bradley. Antonio Westfield and Levante Barber electrified the home crowd with magnificent running all night long. A record combined 95 points were scored as Cleveland captured the SportsVision trophy. 1 year later, on September 27, 2002, both teams would struggle for points in the now famous Mud Bowl. Tyler Westmoreland would put the Bears on top in the 4th quarter with this touchdown, 7-3. But in the end, Cleveland quarterback Michael Dietrich would have a fantastic game. He would lead the Raiders downfield on the ground, and then through the air. This would set up Tyrese Warren for a last-minute touchdown as the Raiders squeak out a win. They would hold on to the SportsVision trophy by a score of 10-7 in the now famous Mud Bowl. Joe Palo and Mike Cragen will take your calls tonight to get your view on what will happen Friday in Cleveland Bradley, the rivalry renewed 3. Here we are.
And we're back. 472-0581. Again, give us a call. We'll talk about the ball game either with you on the phone, or if you got the opportunity, make your way here to Hardee's, 25th Street, where we are live broadcasting right now. As you're watching us, you can make your way down. Go ahead and get yourself a combo here at Hardee's and get a free SportsVision T-shirt, and it's yours absolutely free, huh?
472-0581. Let's just say right now, too, this is a public service. Of course, Hardee's is putting this on for the community of Cleveland, and we thank everybody here. We've got a few of the Hardee's dignitaries here, Clarence Neese and Brenda Eckert, and we've seen Dale Forrester yet. I don't know if he showed up yet, but we've got several of the Hardee's people, and of course, you know, you got Dale Scoggins, and then
Julia.
The backbone of that little group right there. That's got to be Julia.
Exactly.
You know, so she is the one, and she's a lot prettier than Dale.
Oh,
I mean,
who isn't?
That's true. That's true.
And when you say
Fajita is prettier than Dale.
Well, that's true, and you've said that about 2 or 3 times this year.
I know, I have. Okay, we got a few kids down here. Come on down, get your combo. Andy Morris, come on up here. You're on the spot now. Let's go. Come on up, buddy. It's live TV. You can't refuse. Here we go. Come
Andy
on
Morris,
up.
which is a Bradley person.
You can grab. Well,
here's
we'll
a
let the
microphone.
we'll let the ladies grab the sign. Let's
There
find
you
the
go.
microphone.
Get
Here
your
we go.
microphone right there, pal. Pick that up right there.
All right, come and get in the camera. Tell us what you think's going to happen on Friday night.
I think Lamar Thompson's going to score 5 touchdowns.
5 touchdowns.
All right.
On punt and kickoff returns.
Oh, come on, Cleveland. There's something right there for you. Keep going.
And then my boy Andrew Wallace is going to have 6 running touchdowns, rushing. And Matt Moody and Josh Evington are both going to throw for about 5 or 6 touchdowns each.
So
21 touchdowns.
So will Cleveland score any? And if they do, Bradley's going to have about 185 points, is what you're thinking?
Probably.
All right, Andy Morrison. How's the wrestling team going to do this year?
Speaking of
I think we'll do pretty
185
good.
points.
Pretty good?
Yeah.
Yeah, it might get 180. I think it might get a few more than 185 points. State tournament. I think so, anyway. 472-0581. There we go. We didn't even plan that. Give us a call right now. You'll be on SportsVision, and come on down to Hardee's if you're out and about. After you leave, watch TV. You can't be out and about now. Here comes a call. Let's see what we got.
Check another call here. You're on SportsVision special call-in show. Question or comment?
It's me. It ain't Ernest T. either. What do you say, Palo?
What's going on, DD?
Y'all need to wake that young man up. It's
See, he could not stand
not that many points.
Wait. See, he couldn't. He heard that.
It's the real world now. Tell him to wake up. It's
All
the
right.
real world.
So what's the real world? What's the real world?
I say Cleveland by a touchdown.
Okay.
21-14.
We had another caller say that too.
Yeah, 21-14, Cleveland.
All right.
21-14.
So how's Bradley? Okay, let's look at it this way. If Cleveland scores 21, Bradley scores 14, how are they going to get their 2 touchdowns?
Well, I don't think you can pickle. That's what I think. He's a bad boy. You can't stop Pickle.
And Levante?
And Levante, you can't stop him.
Okay.
He goes to those basketball games, and he saw Kellen in action on the basketball field. And I imagine a few of those people want some payback right
Well,
there.
Didi's being politically correct too here, you know.
Oh yeah, Pickle's my boy now. I like old Kellen. What
And
you
I'm
gonna do, Pickle?
Do what?
I always holler at him. What you gonna do, Pickle? That gets him fired up. I won't be saying that Friday night though.
That's right. We remember you saying that.
Yeah, I won't say that Friday night. But I think number 42 will put a stop on Pickle though. That's my nephew, the Railwood. He'll stop him.
Okay.
Number 42 watching. He'll put something on Pickle.
All right, and I know you're going to be there.
Oh yeah, I'll be there.
You're always there.
I'll be there.
All right.
And I tell you, Didi speaks up. Pickle's going to hear you too, isn't he?
Oh yeah, he's gonna know I'm there. Oh yeah.
All right.
All right, thanks a lot.
Didi, come by and see us over here if you get a chance.
You get a T-shirt and a combo.
Okay,
right.
I'll try to do this.
All right, buddy. Thanks for calling.
Yeah.
Didi, and we love that guy. We love Didi. He comes. You know, the thing with Didi is if you make him mad. Of course, it doesn't affect us now. But if you make him mad, like we did in the past, we don't know if he's going to have a call against us in a baseball game.
Well, that was just it. Like I said, my son, when he was 12 and under baseball, I had to worry about it because
we don't have to worry about it now.
Yeah,
We
it
can
didn't
make him
matter.
mad.
He'd bounce up there, strike one. You know, that's the way it was with Didi. But you know, he's still a good guy.
He's a very good guy. All right, you're on SportsVision special call-in. Question or comment?
Joe, Mike, this is Lee Varnell. How you doing?
Hey, Lee, how you doing, buddy?
Doing pretty good.
Wonderful.
Pretty good. I I think Rooney's been slammed on his head one too many
Rooney.
times.
Hey, he's in here live now. He wants you to come down and say that face to face.
Oh, I'm scared. Well, you know, it's going to be a good game either way it goes. Of course, you know, my ties and everything. I go
Sure.
with Cleveland on that.
But your prediction of score?
Cleveland, I really think it's going to be 3 or less. Really, tell you
That
the truth.
close.
It's going to be a tight game, guys.
Okay. All right.
But, you know, I can't say anything negative about either team or anything like that. You know, good ties and everything. Got family ties at Bradley. Of course, Mike knows that.
Got
And,
some
you know,
wrestling cousins that are pretty darn good.
and my situation at Cleveland and everything. But I just want to make a plug that they're going to be announcing us at halftime and everything, the 93 state championship.
That's
game.
right. That's right.
That's
on the
exactly
program.
right. You know what that means? That means Heath is going to be going out on the field again.
Yeah, and he'll probably be
Let's hope
standing
the
next to
field's
me
not
the
wet.
whole time.
Do what now?
So I'll be making him look good, I guess. So, but guys, just want to congratulate you on the show and everything, and you know, good luck Friday night.
And congratulations on being honored Friday night.
That's
You guys
right.
deserve it.
Thank you guys.
All right, buddy. We'll
Bye.
see you.
Let's talk about that real quick. Of course,
Yeah.
Cleveland had the great teams in the early 90s, won 3 straight championships. That man that called in there, Lee Barnell, was on that team, and he talked about, of course, Heath Weir. Everybody associated, especially with middle school and in the Cleveland system, knows Heath, and well, everybody probably knows Heath. And
Exactly.
used to have Superior Sports, and then in Lee wrestled. He was talking about Rusty Blackman and Bryant Blackman. Rusty at Oklahoma State, so not just your average wrestler right there. And then Bryant's coming up second in the state last year to Cleveland's Nathan Jones, and he's back for another year, so maybe a state title, another state title in that family. So that's what he's talking about with his cousins. But thank you for calling, Lee.
All right. So, folks, remember, 472-0581 is our phone number here at Hardee's. Again, we're located 25th Street. And if you get a chance, make your way down here. We'll be out here till 10 o'clock. They've got special combos here that you can buy a combo and get a free, as Mike said, a free $10,000 T-shirt. And these sell for $10,000. We've sold a few for $8, but that was just in a crunch. We needed the cash.
I was short.
But, yeah. But you can get one free if you get a combo. So
And since we stripped Mr. Derrick
Wait a
here-
minute. Watch how you say that.
Well, I mean, you know, he took his shirt off. He did
Watch how you say that.
He did go in the
We
bathroom.
want people to come here.
He did
Women
go in
and
the bathroom.
children hide.
It's not going to affect the food, okay?
Okay.
He did do that, but he has a blood assurance. They're having a drive, and Bradley and Cleveland are having a contest that's not on the football field, and that concerns a blood drive.
hold that baby up.
And it's called the Backyard Bash, and this shirt right here, if you go and you donate blood, well, that's what they're doing. And Mr. Derrick took this off so we could show it because he didn't want to be the next supermodel. But besides that, it looks very nice. Bradley Bears versus the Cleveland Raiders, Backyard Bash, and they're going to keep track of who does gets the most blood donations. So go down to the where is that, Mr. Derrick, that they're doing that at? Where's the
Derrick?
location? Colony Square. Go down to Colony Square
Blood
and give
assurance.
blood, and we're going to show you a public education foundation commercial too in just a minute. But let's go first to get a couple more calls,
Yeah,
and we'll go to a commercial.
472-0581. Look, just as we say that.
Take this one. After this one, we'll go to commercial break.
All right, you're on SportsVision special call-in show. Question or comment?
I got a statement.
All right.
I'm Cindy. I'm Johnny Lehman's mama. He's a freshman for the Bradley football players, and we are going to win by 3 points.
Okay.
All right, 3 points, Bradley. You know, and that's kind of unusual. Lee predicted 3 points also. I think a lot of people coming into the season and even really looking at it on paper felt that maybe Cleveland had more coming back and more talented athletes. Of course, Levante Barber's been well known for a couple years and some speed factors and stuff, and Bradley rebuilding. But 2 3-point guesses, I would have thought most people thought that'd be a little bit higher. But we're going to take a break here in just a second. Let's go ahead and get that queued up. And which lady's going to come up here and hold up a sign? We got a Bradley and a Cleveland employee here at Hardee's because we're being politically correct here at Hardee's too. So here, to hold up the Bradley sign is who? Melissa who? Melissa Parsons. So as we get ready to go to commercial, Melissa's got the Bradley Central Bears. Who's going to win, Melissa? Bradley. All right, we're going to get this call, but we're going to talk to him after commercial. We'll see you in just a minute.
Chosen breed, you don't true, cause I am still on beat, showing up to the streets. Come on, you know me, cause that's who I am.
Lots of the fans. SportsVision, the magazine special call-in show. That was just our little bump. That was just, we bump between bumps.
That's right. It's live.
So go ahead and cue that next commercial break up. But 472, as you saw down there, that's why we wanted to show it, to let people see the number.
472-0581. We have somebody on hold, don't we?
We do have somebody on hold.
Let's
I'm
see
going to
what
put
they
them
got
up
to
right now. You're on SportsVision special call-in show. Question or
You
comment?
don't make me mad either, Palo. I can't believe y'all said that about me.
You called back again.
Was that the umpire thing?
It's the umpire thing.
I
Well,
can't believe y'all said that. And look, I want to see some Blue Raider signs up there, too. Man.
oh, we got
we
one.
do, we do.
Well, we got
Throwing
one.
too many Bradley signs.
We got
See what happens.
Out there. Let's go there. Let's be fair.
We
about
have
We
one,
got-
and you know what? It was made by the media department, Mike Southall over there, and some of his students. So we're going to show that one right before the next break.
Yeah. Now, let me say something. You noticed I didn't say anything about you calling a strike on my kid. I didn't do that. Because that's just, he said it.
Yeah, there was just a little dirt with the baseball. That doesn't mean, though, that he couldn't have maybe hit it.
Dee, he's dogging you,
He
buddy.
just didn't have his
I know he
teeth.
is. I'll talk to him at the ball.
Yeah,
Come
you'll
here.
see.
In fact, I'm on my way down there.
All right,
All right,
come
come
on.
on.
I want to be on TV. Put me on TV.
We'll put you on TV. Come on down here.
It's kind of like Daryl Patterson and old Bob Johnson there.
You think so?
Yeah.
So which one's Bob? Which one's Daryl?
Yeah, you're Bob.
Good looking.
Huh?
You're-
Good looking one is Bob. And the one that just got his hair redone.
That's right.
This guy.
And it's all natural, too. Don't you
It
forget
is.
that.
Oh, it
It's
is.
all
Is it natural?
It's just colored a little bit right now.
Well, who are you going
And
with?
he
on
already
ball
told
game?
everybody last week.
I know.
He told
did.
everybody I owe him one for last
He
week.
did. He does.
I
See,
want to
that'd
you
be
guys
like me
prediction.
saying
Who's going to win the
I
ball
don't
game? Who do y'all think is going to win the ball game?
Well, I'll tell you right now. I think you can't say one or the other because that would not be politically correct.
That's straddling the fence.
I'm straddling the fence. I think it's going to be a great game, and the one that's going to win the ball game is the team that has the most points.
Well, I'll put my
Okay.
hair up against Cretan's hair if.
See, now I'm not going to be afraid to get in trouble.
Go ahead.
Of course, as you know, Dee Dee, I've got 3 children that attend Bradley, and I'm
One not anymore. One goes to Duke.
Well, one goes to Duke now, but I'm going to end up with 3 that are going to attend it for their high school years, and I obviously, because my kids are tied there, would like to see the Bears pull an upset. But I'm going to be very honest and very frank. I don't know if they will. I think Cleveland's got more talent, and if they both play well, I think Cleveland is probably going to win the game, and that's going to make all my buddies out there mad. It's going to make my son mad. But I'm not straddling that fence.
Well, see, now I've
I'm
got a
gonna be
vested
like-
interest. I've got a kid in the game.
Way to stand up. I like the way you stood out to make it.
Oh, come on,
I like
DD.
that. That showed real hard.
Don't give him any kudos for stuff like
I
that.
put my hair
Now,
up against your hair, though.
Dee Dee, I just made all my Bradley friends mad. I don't mean that to make them mad because, hey, I'll tell you what. Obviously, right here on a TV show, we got to kind of play the payload neutral. But if you want to look at it, I'd love to see Bradley win. But I love those Cleveland kids that we coach. You and I both coached on the way up. But
we do love those kids.
Let Cleveland lose by 1 point, and that'll be kind of a good deal.
Let's put our hair on it. If Bradley wins, I'll cut my hair off. If Cleveland wins, you cut yours off.
Hear that?
No, that's because I'm not.
What?
That's part of Miami. What do you got there that you're giving up?
He said he cut his hair.
I got hair.
Oh, come on, Dee Dee. We're not. Have you seen yourself in the back lately?
Okay, I'll dye my hair blonde. I don't.
Oh, now that's it.
That might be worth it.
All right. So,
What is it a bet? What?
Is that a bet? I know it's on TV now. Is that a bet?
Well, okay, if you cut yours. If Cleveland wins, you cut yours.
Me, why are you bringing me into
Because
it?
you got a son actually playing in the game.
I know, but if I cut mine, it'll never come back.
Okay, did you hear what the number was, Dee Dee? It's 472-0851.
0581.
0581. Give us a call.
All right. See, he went right over that.
Yeah. Okay.
You come down here, though.
I'm on my way. We're gonna get this in writing. I'm on my way.
Come
All
on.
right, come on, buddy.
Go Raiders.
All right. We'll see you. Okay. All right. Now let's take a commercial break. We got that queued up, ready to go, Corey? Not ready? Okay, that's fine.
All right, we're not ready. Well, let's do
ready.
something real quick. We got a moment. Go ahead and call us.
Well, we got to
Give
get
the
the Cleveland girl coming in, as he said.
Well, I was going to talk to Clarence. You want to take a phone call and then talk to Clarence?
It doesn't matter. It's up
Let's
to
take
Clarence.
the phone call while somebody's there. We'll talk to Clarence. Just stand by, Clarence. We'll be right
right.
with you.
You're on SportsVision special call-in show. Question or comment?
You know who this is?
This is
Brett.
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 Hey, buddy.
I talked to you.
We know you, Brett.
We know. I saw you the other night.
Yeah, it is.
And what I tell you to do? Told you to call in and ask about him, didn't I?
What is he supposed to
You
ask?
know what happened?
What do you mean what happened?
I want a T-shirt and piece of pizza too.
You did?
Yeah,
you want
I
a
did.
T-shirt and not a piece of pizza, a whole pizza.
Yeah.
Not a piece.
This is Brett Whitehead.
Yeah.
Get Mom and Dad to drive you down here, Brett, and get yourself a T-shirt.
Okay.
Get a combo at Hardee's.
Come on down.
We'd like to see you. We'll put you on
How you doing
TV.
with
You're
that?
one of our main men calling all the time.
What?
Football Friday. Come on down here.
What Hardee's?
The Hardee's
25th
on
Street.
25th Street.
On 25th?
Yes, sir.
25th and Keys?
Yes, sir.
That's right. You
Right
come,
down from the chalet.
I'll see you there.
All right,
you
buddy.
come on down.
Bye-bye.
All right. I love that kid.
Brett Whitehead.
Love it.
He's a loyal watcher, isn't he?
He is definitely a loyal watcher. See how big he's getting lately. He looks like he
He's-
can take you in a second.
He can take Clarence here, I'll bet. Come here. Come on in.
right.
Come
Give
on in.
Clarence
Let's get
the
him the mic. All right, this is Clarence Neese, one of the major representatives of Hardee's, and we've got Brenda Eckert over here too. Of course, everybody knows the Scoggins family that also have a lot to do with Hardee's. Clarence, we really appreciate you doing this tonight. We just want to say thank you and give you a chance to say something to the crowd.
Well, we certainly appreciate you guys coming over. It's a pleasure. We always like to work with our children, we call it. I'm connected with schools a lot, and I went to Bradley, graduated in Bradley in '49. Of course, the whole county was 6,500 people.
Did they have the series back then? They probably did.
There wasn't no Cleveland
There
High
wasn't no
School
Cleveland
then.
High School.
There was only high school and no middle school, no junior high or anything like that. The whole school, I think, was around 700 or 800 people, and that's the whole one. So we're glad to have you folks. I'm looking forward to Friday night. I always listen to it. I'm too old to get outside like that, see.
Well, watch it now tonight. Watch it now. It's going to be on television. You watch
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, I'll watch that. But talking about the score, I'm not good predicting the score, but the only thing I will say, I won score. The score will be nothing when it starts, and that's all I want to say.
You know what? I hadn't thought of it, but he's got it. You got it, Clarence.
That's right. And I know you're not getting me in trouble.
There you go.
No, sir. I got to live here, too.
That's right.
Clarence is a fence straddler, too, just like
You
me.
got that right.
All right.
Well, we're certainly glad to have you folks, and we appreciate you.
Thank you,
Thank
Clarence.
you, Clarence.
Thank you, Clarence. See,
Clarence Neese, who's your nephew.
You hear that? Clarence, by the way, and Clarence is, I know, a fan of the blood drive we were talking about because little known fact, a lot of Hardee's people know this, but Clarence is a benefactor of a heart transplant 3 years ago. So he's a big donor, organ transplant donor person. So if, you know, that happens to everybody sometime, and by golly, it sure can help people like Clarence here still kicking for 3 more years at least, right, than you would have been. And he's got 25 more to go. That's
All
right.
Good deal.
Did we get a call?
We do
Did
have a
hang-
call. All right. You're on Sports. Well, they were.
Call back if you just tried.
4720581 is our phone number. And Robbie, I'm not trying to push this out of the way. And Robbie keeps looking at me. It's just kind of hovering around. I'm just moving it. Don't think I'm pushing it. He's over here looking. He's snarling at me like I got the helmet right in front of me. All right. Hey, don't forget the T-shirt again for a combo, any combo. It doesn't matter what combo, right? Doesn't matter.
No, and let's say this again. Cleveland and Bradley, now a lot of times the coaches will warn the players not to call in.
Yeah.
Right, so but you know what? We won't tell them. Call in. Last year we heard from Levante and we heard from Antonio 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Who's going to get this trophy? You can call up and just be calm about it and stuff, but just say kudos to why you're going to win. Is Levante going to run all over Bradley, or is Bradley going to spread it out and make it tough for them to run? Let us know what's happening.
4720581. Now you picked that up so easy. You're not supposed to make it look like it's so light. You're supposed to go like this, like it's real heavy. You're just moving it around like it's, a feather. We want to let people, all right. SportsVision special call-in, comment or question?
Yeah, I believe if Cleveland don't get a passing game, they're going to have a tough time against Bradley.
Okay.
I went to the McMahon-Cleveland game. It was pretty rough.
Yeah, well, I think we talked about on Football Friday the fact that there needs to be a passing game around the area. I mean, Bradley needs to really start developing theirs as well as Cleveland, Walker Valley, because high schools now, it's kind of going that way. Used to be all run, but now if you don't mix it up a little bit and have a balanced attack, who knows what's going to happen.
I agree with that. All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks for calling.
Thank you.
Good point. All right. 4720581. See how I remember that? I don't have to look to you and get a wrong number. I know exactly what it is. In fact, I'm going to be calling that tomorrow, ordering combo.
Answer the phone will be
All right. You're on SportsVision special call-in. Question or comment?
The ghost of Tim Cooper will still haunt Cleveland High School this year.
I'll turn you up here a little bit. It's hard to hear you. Go ahead. Come back with that again.
The ghost of Tim Cooper will haunt Cleveland High School not only this week, but the whole year.
He said something about Tim Cooper. I have no idea because it's hard for me to hear. I'm getting older. And
Tim Cooper transferred. He was a player he was a player for Cleveland last year and has transferred over to Ray County. So here we go.
All right, SportsVision call-in show. Question or comment?
Hey.
Hey. Hello. Hey.
I think they were listening to themselves on.
I was going to say, hey.
Did we just get her again?
No, that was it. I unplugged it. All right, 472-0581. Call us. We're taking your calls. Also, if you make your way down here to the Hardee's on 25th Street, we'll put you on the air. We've got a mic here. You can get your question or comment live on the air. Your prediction, which is what we're hoping for, too. SportsVision special call-in show, question or comment?
Hey, I just wanted to say that Bradley's going to kick Cleveland's butt.
And do you have a score prediction?
Who what?
Do you have a prediction of what the score will be?
I have no idea.
No idea?
No idea, but kick butt. Kick butt can be 20,
30 points.
30 points.
Yeah. All right.
That's right.
And you're Bradley, you go to Bradley?
Yeah.
Okay. What grade are you in?
11.
All right. And you're going to be at the game?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, that's a point we haven't made yet.
Thanks for calling.
As you well know,
good point.
We got somebody on. As you well know, all the public schools, everybody knows the situations here in the county and the city. Go to the game. We're going to show it. We're going to rerun it, right, Joe?
Oh, we're going to
go to the game, please, if you can at all. If for some reason you can't, you have family and there's a reason you can't go. That's why we're showing it, and then all the people that normally wouldn't go. But if you go, normally go to the game. They need a gate, and Cleveland puts on a great show, and be there.
Yeah, and that would show community support. That's and then, see, you're not going to miss it off TV because, like you said, we're going to replay it. So those guys playing in the game, parents at the game, grandparents will go home and they can watch it. So, you know.
Be sure to attend.
All right, SportsVision special calling question. Okay, that's Foghorn Leghorn. He does that all the time. He calls in. 472-0581. Corey, you got that queued up, ready to go? All right, take a commercial break.
Take a commercial.
All right, we'll be back. 54-20 lead over the Bears. They have the ball at their own 39-yard line. There's the handoff to Levante. Levante around the right side, breaking more tackles, and he's off to the races again.
We're going to put another
40, the 30, the 20, 10, touchdown, Blue Raiders.
So when I heard Hardee's was making their hamburgers out of Angus beef, well, I just flat out didn't believe it. I mean, I've raised Angus beef for 25 years, and I know how expensive it is. Yeah, I just couldn't figure out how they could afford to put Angus beef in their hamburger. So I went into town to try it out. Boy, you could have knocked me over with a feather. They're serving Angus beef hamburgers.
Thick burgers with 100% Angus beef. It's how the last place you'd go for a burger will become the first.
Somebody needs you. Somebody needs you. Somebody needs you at the Cleveland Animal Shelter. Yes, wonderful dogs, cats, puppies, and kittens arrive each day at Cleveland Animal Shelter, and each one needs a second chance at life in a forever home. Please adopt the pet of your dreams from our local shelter at 360 Hill Street and save a precious life. For information, call the shelter 479-2122 or exclusively Shelter Pets 559-8034.
Come backfield. The only thing they're missing in that combination, of course, is Gaston.
There's Jordan back to pass, looking downfield, wide open is centers, and there he goes. He's at the 5, touchdown.
There's the record.
Just broke a record.
Chosen breed, you don't see too many like me. Cause I am one of the reasons you do what you do when you want to be me instead of you. Cause I am still on beat, showing up to the streets. Come on, you know me, cause that's who I am.
We are back.
Get that call.
We got a call right here. We're going to take them. Hey, you're on SportsVision special call-in. Question or comment?
I'd just like to comment on Friday's game.
Yes, sir.
I think it's going to be a hard-fought game, and I hope no one gets hurt, and just hope that it's good competition.
Yes, and it will be.
Yeah.
Do you have a score prediction or who you think will win?
I think it'll be Cleveland 21, Nothing.
Okay. All right.
21
Nothing.
zip? 21
Yeah,
zip?
21 nothing.
All right. And you will be at the game?
I'll be playing.
Oh, well.
Who is
There you go.
Who is this?
Brandon Brown.
Brandon.
Hey, Brandon.
Hey, this guy can knock trucks over.
He can. And
He
you know
can.
what? Brandon had a very good chance to be on my Dolphin team years back at the Boys Club, and I'll never forget it, Brandon.
Yeah, we lost to you.
But you could have been on the team. I tried to get you on there. I talked to your mama, and then he went on another team.
But his dad was concerned. He wanted to be well coached.
Trust me, I wanted to be on there.
Well, I appreciate that. Hey, but you're doing great for the Blue Raiders, and I know Coach Leon Brown, and they're really excited about you, buddy. You're doing a wonderful job for the Blue Raiders.
Watch that, number 40, right?
Yep.
Watch number 40. I tell you, this guy will hit some people Friday night. So if
Yeah,
you
he
are
will.
staying home watching, this guy is an animal. He's tough.
Yeah, buddy. Well, I hope you have a great game, and you know, prediction is a great prediction, and you know, I think you guys are going to do wonderful after you're playing at home. And
Yeah.
that's great. That's a great feeling, I know.
Yeah.
So you do good Friday night, okay?
All right, I'll try to.
All right, buddy.
Yeah.
That's a real nice young man.
Brandon Brown, Coach, in the media day that we had at Jay and the people at the bank put on. Of course, we had that on the first football, or you had it on the first football Friday, and Brandon Brown was one of the topics of
Yeah.
conversation, like you said, excitement as far as the Cleveland coaching staff.
I think he led the team in tackles last year, if
He
I'm not
did,
mistaken.
and I remember him from the first game. He played quite a bit as a freshman,
Yeah.
and he got in on a lot of action then. So Brandon Brown, tough guy, number 40. You need to watch for him. 472
05
81. See how
we worked
got it working.
You got the 472 down.
Before we go any further, let's go ahead and let's take the call. Then I'm going to
Take
bring in
another
a friend of ours over here.
You're on SportsVision special call-in. Question or comment?
Comment.
Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Zach Caldwell, and I'd like to make a prediction.
Okay.
And I think Cleveland's going to win. It's going to be a blowout. Go Big Blue.
And the score will be
21-0.
21-0. All right.
Who's this?
Zach Caldwell.
Zach?
Yeah.
All right. Well, buddy, we appreciate you calling.
Zach-
We're writing them down.
Zach is number 4.
We're writing them down.
I got a guy over there. That's my spotter sitting over there.
Yeah.
I'm afraid he don't have a shirt on right now, but it's my spotter. He's a good spotter.
He is a good spotter.
I just don't look at him when he talks.
He's a good hunting dog, too, when you take him out. All right. Hey, thanks for calling, Zach. All right. You're talking about Robbie, aren't you?
I was talking about Robbie.
I know. He is a good hunting dog.
He is. Let's bring in Brenda. Come here, Brenda. We're meaning to bring her in. Brenda Eckert. This is another lady, actually official of the Hardee's organization right here. And she might be the backbone of the office part of it. What do you think, Clarence? She's right there.
Well, definitely when it comes to me and Clarence.
Brenda Eckert. Her
He
and
doesn't
Clarence.
listen, but he does fine.
Come in here. Let's get you in here. There you go. Now
Okay.
you-
Well, Hardee's is very happy to have you guys here tonight. We're feel lucky to host this show, and we're looking forward to a sellout game Friday night, and I hope it's very close.
Okay. And you're gonna straddle that fence.
Well, all my children went to Bradley.
Okay. Well, she's not gonna name a score. Good game. though.
But we want a good game. We don't want anybody to run away with it.
That's right. We do, and we appreciate it, Brenda. We thank you very much. This lady was instrumental in getting this on for us.
Great lady. And I think we pulled the wool over her eyes. She's proud to have us over here, the show, on this here.
That's right. Well, they're not
We
going
gotta-
to get any business for next week because we'll show that.
He's kidding.
Get that phone.
He's kidding. He's kidding. You're on SportsVision special call-in. Question or comment?
Yes, I have a question.
Yes.
I know that Bradley and Cleveland has been rivals for a long time. Do you ever think that Walker Valley and Bradley would ever play each other, and would it make a big rivalry?
They are going to.
That's in the horizon. Very
I think
soon.
like 2 years
2
from now.
years. Matter of fact, Coach Ratledge mentioned that also in the media
Yeah,
day. He said very specifically that they want to play them, and we're back to the gate thing again. They need the participation, the fans showing up. That's a great opportunity for a rivalry to get going there. He mentioned that he was going to have that happen, and I believe Coach German, he even pointed to him right there and said, Coach, are we going to play in a couple of years? And Coach German said, yes, they will, so you're going to see that soon.
Yeah.
So that'll be a good one.
2 years from now.
All right, thanks a
All
lot.
right, thanks for calling. Yeah, that's a good point, because that is another rivalry that can get going. Of course, Cleveland and Walker Valley now play, and Bradley and Walker Valley. Now, the thing that I'm concerned about is why do we think the gate is down? The gate is down all around.
Because, well, it goes back to everything else. Kids have so much else to do. They're not as involved in sport. When you and I were little, especially me, I mean, there was nothing but baseball in my life, baseball and football. It was every night in the backyard.
People didn't even wear shoes back then.
They didn't wear shoes. We only had, we didn't even have a color radio yet.
And you made your own ball out of tape.
That's right. I made my own ball out of tape. But now there's so
Color
much.
radio.
It was a joke. It was a joke. They've got computers, they've got DVDs, they've got all kinds of movies to watch, they've got so much to do, and there's just so much for the kids that to get one thing going on like that, they just don't.
Because Friday night football when we were young was it. I mean, you went to the game and you were excited about going to the game.
And you walked around the track. Of course, back then they didn't have it all. They didn't have some of the problems, but we still walked around the track like we was bad. We pretended we were bad.
Well, and then if you got it, of course, when you're playing, it's a little different. You didn't do a lot of walking. You just kind of sat there and watched everybody else. And said, man, you know, when we were losing.
Were you on the bench?
Well, my first year I was on the bench, but it was a good thing. It was a good thing because my first year we went 0-10.
And then you went 10-0 after he put you in.
So sitting on the bench, like I had nothing to do with the fact that we were 0-10. But I just would look up in the stands and think, gosh, I wish I was back there. But in any case, yeah.
4-7-2.
05-31-81.
8-1.
Did I say 3-1?
4-7-2. And then I'll tell you what, when you come down here, we have the T-shirts again for a combo. If you just tuned in, you want to eat and you want to get a T-shirt, don't eat the T-shirt, eat the combo, and you get the T-shirt.
See, you got fajita and bear there, and then you got fajita and bear there. So, I don't know.
And once again, let's remind everybody real quick about the, we're going to cue this up here in a second, Corey, before we go, but they're starting a fund drive for actually every school in the county and in the public systems. And what they're going to do is if you work for Maytag, for example, then they will match whatever you donate to your school, and you can channel it to your sport. So that's kind of the neat thing about it. If you are a football guy, a wrestling guy, a band person, a science or whatever you got, theater, anything you want to support, you can actually say, I'm a Cleveland theater supporter. I'm going to send in the money for that, $50. They match it. Your company matches it. So you watch for that. They're going to unveil a lot of the publicity on that at the game and on the service announcement at the game. We're going to show you one here in just a minute. How are we doing, Corey? Are we about ready for that? We're ready for that. Let's take a look at this. This is to help our schools. Let's try to participate.
It's a great thing.
Important initiatives this year in our community has been the development and the implementation of the Bradley Cleveland Public Education Foundation. We believe that the most important investment is in the minds of our young people. And your foundation will allow you to do that, whether it be small business, individual, foundation. This is an excellent opportunity. We certainly appreciate your support.
Give to the Bradley Cleveland Public Education Foundation. Our youth are our future. Our mission is to support public education by enhancing learning and teaching opportunities for teachers and students. The foundation is a joint effort of the Bradley County and Cleveland City Schools, developing and expanding financial resources to assure long-term funding of programs. Your dollars will be distributed to support the classroom teachers and meet individual needs of all students.
I'm Cleveland High School senior running back Levante Barber for the Field Blue Raiders. We're just looking forward to a big game against rivals Bradley. Should be a great game. I want everybody to come out and support us. Just want to thank SportsVision and Channel 1 for putting it on live, and Alan Jones. Just hope we just have a great show, and this is good for the community, and I think it'll be a great game.
You think that guy can play?
Yeah,
I think so.
I think it's that on top of being a great football player, he is a great kid.
And besides that, he knows that Brandon Brown's number 4, not number 40.
Yeah, see, he called and told you that.
Called and told me.
He said, Mike, come on, he's 4, not 40.
Where are you, Dee? Take a look. There we go. Cleveland, there you Dee, check this out now. Cleveland made their own special banner up. Mr. Southall and the media people. We got the Cleveland girls and the Bradley girls, and they're going at it. And they haven't a football game hadn't broke out yet.
Not yet, but you know. Of course, now, you know, Dee, you call in about that to say something positive, I'm sure, because
that's right.
He sees his Cleveland banner there.
That's right. All right. Thank you, ladies, very much. Right there. We got a Cleveland and a Bradley representative. I hope that, now you better tell him to call back in and be constructive. That guy, I tell you.
Oh, Dee?
Dee.
Yeah. I mean, every time he calls, it's usually to dog us, although sometimes he is very nice. And he's a very good umpire.
But we do get him on SportsVision. Remember the one with the fireworks. We won't get into the details, but the one with the fireworks, Dee, that was an all-time classic.
Yeah. And your wife had to tape that.
My wife had to tape that. That's the bad thing about my wife taping games with Dee Dee umpiring, because the best, the best shot is behind home plate.
That's always the best shot of Dee Dee, though.
No, I'm talking about of the game.
Oh.
That's the negative part for her. She's got to sit there right behind Dee Dee and take the shot.
But that's the only shot you can get that's any good. If you look the front, it's like, yeah.
Oh, you mean that's his best?
That's
his best side.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, I get
what I'm saying.
472.
0381.
0581.
0581. See, you got me so totally confused now, Mike.
472-0581.
You sure?
25th Street, Hardee's. 472-0581, and come and call us. Here we go.
We're going to be here till 10 o'clock taking your calls. You're on SportsVision, the magazine, special calling, question or comment.
Oh, yeah, I heard a negative comment about Walker Valley.
Yes.
I thought I heard somebody told me, one of my cousins called me and told me I had a negative remark about Walker Valley's football team. I said, Bradley don't want none of us.
We didn't have a negative remark. We said that Bradley will play Walker Valley in 2 years.
Bradley don't want none of us.
There was no negative remark. We did some of the question.
Your cousin lied to you.
That's right.
Okay, I'm just wondering. Y'all doing a good job though.
The question was, hang on a minute now. The question was whether or not Bradley and Walker Valley were ever going to play, and we said yes, they will. As a matter of fact, they discussed that at media day, and they're going to play in 2 years. So there will be a rivalry there, and they'll get a chance to go at it, and it'll help both teams and both schools as far as the gate goes.
Now, I'm going to tell you something. Walker Valley has got an excellent football team on the field this year.
That's right.
They're doing a wonderful job. Coach Webb has done a great job with that team.
Yes, he is.
And
Coach Swafford and Coach German.
Yeah, and there's some great things in the future for Walker Valley because of that.
You're right. Oh, yeah, I had to say you owe me a pizza, too, because I called a couple weeks ago about the Walker Valley question, and I got it right.
Is this Joe Collins?
I called about you asked me the question about who Walker Valley played.
Yeah, well, give me your name again, because you may have been the one that I didn't have written down.
You're right. You write me down.
All right, what is it?
Trayvon Armstrong.
Oh, Armstrong, that's right.
Uh-huh.
Okay, let me tell you, we do have the Football Friday T-shirts in, and I'm going to tell everybody on Football Friday this week to get with me next week. I'll give you your certificate for your pizza and your T-shirt. Okay. And then you'll be set.
No, as a matter of fact, Trayvon, you all are sitting pretty good, really, right now in your district.
Yeah, I know. We're 2-2, so we're doing pretty good. We're ready. We're ready for it now.
You got a shot at it. Go get him.
Yeah, we will.
All right, buddy. Thanks for calling, okay?
Uh-huh.
All right. 472-0581 is our phone number here at Hardee's. Again, we're located on 25th Street. We're here till 10 o'clock. We'll take your calls. We'll take your comments.
See how rumors get started?
What?
That we said something bad about
we didn't say anything bad. The guy's cousin lied to him.
That's right. Get your cousin. Whip your cousin.
All right, you're on Football Friday. Listen to me. You're on SportsVision special call-in show. Question or comment?
Question and a comment, really. I graduated from Cleveland in '91, and I was thinking back. I remember going through junior high and high school, and there'd be like maybe anywhere from 7,000 to 10,000 people at the football games back then, And I remember going to Bradley one year, and they were people even sitting in the grass all the way around. And I mean, why do you guys think it's not like that anymore?
It's just like what he said. There's so many other things, I think, that young people are doing now on Friday nights. I can't imagine. I mean, football is life. If a football game's in town, you should go see it. But they're riding around. They're cruising the strip. They're playing video games. They're going to the new movie theater, where you got to drive to the other side of town. It takes like an hour to get there.
And costs a lot more than the game.
Yeah.
$5 to get in. Go Friday night again. We need to say that.
Yeah, encourage everybody because, football, especially in this town, high school football is huge.
Well, another thing, too, there was some violence and whatnot, but there was a lot of hype through the week, even, I'm talking about non-violent type things.
Right.
It's usually,
just people decorating their cars and whatnot, and you really don't see that anymore. I don't know if that maybe leads to the violence, but it seemed like that might have helped, get people excited about it.
Well, that break might have helped because that's why they stopped it. They had a lot of problems, and I think maybe that long, time in between the games, and everybody's come back, and that's been the good thing. This was not necessarily going to happen unless the first 2 years went good.
Exactly.
2003. So we're glad it did, and that's a good point. All the stuff that went on during the week has slowed down. Everybody's been calm. I've heard of no incidents. And we don't want any incidents this weekend if we want to keep this thing going. And again, Charlie Cogdill and Dale Woodard, the 2 ADs at both schools, that's one thing they want to stress. And we're not going to have any problems with that. That stuff's behind us.
No, and I'll tell you what, the situation was, it wasn't even the kids or the ball players or the students from either school. It was their parents at Magic Chef fist fighting in the lounge because one said something about Cleveland, one said something about
You
Bradley.
just made Magic Chef mad. Be careful.
Well, no, I don't know how to make Magic Chef
Well,
mad.
that's what I was saying. I mean, I was just hoping that they could maybe have the spirit without having, you know, the other people, you know, interfere. That was a lot of the fun of it, you know. But anyway, that's all I was going to say, and I'm going to go with Cleveland by touchdown and field goals.
All right.
All right.
Thanks for calling. Okay, now see that, and that's true. We must reiterate the fact that we want to keep this thing in a good light. I mean, the rivalry is great, the excitement is great. As you said, rooting for your team is a wonderful thing, but keep it in perspective and realize, number one, it's a game, and number two, and they're young men that are out there playing. I mean, they're 16, 17, 18 years old. So you know what I'm saying?
Yep, you're right.
You're on SportsVision special call-in, question or comment?
Question. It seems like every year Bradley Central competes for district, region, you know, state titles in wrestling. Everybody knows about the Bradley Central wrestling program. Everybody knows that, you know, we've been to the state tournament the past couple of years in basketball. You know, in recent years we've been to, you know, we've won district, region championships in baseball too. You know, I really wonder why we can't put a competitive football team on the field. It's absolutely ridiculous. You know, go 1-9, 2-8. The boys' athletic program at Bradley Central is excellent. These other sports or whatnot are great, but the football team sucks every year. They're terrible. I just wonder from you fellas if you can give me a straight-up answer and maybe your opinion of what the problem is at Brownlee High School as far as the football team goes.
Okay.
I got two comments.
All right, go ahead.
First comment is, you know, the last couple of years they've been down, but you'll remember, I think 3 years ago they went 10-1, and what 9-3, 8-3 right before that. Now, traditionally, the last 10 years or so they haven't been real good, but they did have those 2 years. But you know, a lot of it is getting making sure getting the pride in, getting everybody out, and winning breeds winning. And I don't really think that they've developed that yet. But Coach Ratledge has come in, and Coach Price, you know, he's gone off. But let's remember he's 4-0, something like that, where he's at now.
Yeah.
So.
What's up with Coach Price? How come he left Bradley Central? He wins at Saudi Daisy. He goes to Hueytown, Alabama, wins there. Comes to Bradley Central. You know, we went to the second round of the playoffs one year when we had the Morris kid. You know, the Morris kid fell off the earth. You haven't heard anything about him in the paper.
Well, he's not playing anymore.
Well, you know, last year, what was their record last year? Like 2-8 or something?
Yeah. Last year, what were they? 2-8.
Yeah,
We're 1-3 this year, and you know we beat a Red Bank team that's absolutely horrible. They went what 1-9 last year, 2-8. You know, come on, guys. The football program at Bradley Central High School is terrible. It's a joke.
To answer your question about Blake Morris, were you asked about Blake Morris or Alan Morris? Blake Morris, I'm assuming, or both of them. They're both. Blake Morris is at UTC. Alan Morris is now helping Coach Price at Coffee County. You know, it's a little part of that 4-0 record they've got going. But you're right. We got 1,000 people at that school.
Why did Bill Price leave Bradley Central High School?
Well, there's several reasons behind that, and politically, I don't know all of it, but I know there were some things there politically. He was not satisfied with some things, to be quite frank.
Come on, Craig, and you know why he left. Why did he leave?
Who is this? You know me. Who's this?
He knows you. He's watching you.
I know.
I'm watching you on TV. You and Joe both. I know you. I watch your program all the time.
Oh, wait. I see.
Well,
I
Coach
see.
Price, you want to know why Coach Price left? You know, it's like anything else. Sometimes 4 or 5 years, you know, you got the fresh start. Everybody's going good. You win. You get a bad year or two. Fans get down. It's time to move on. You know, he's moved on and doing good. I don't know what. I mean, I don't know what you want me to say as far as negative stuff.
We have excellent programs. These other sports. Everybody in the state of Tennessee knows the Bradley Central Wrestling program is the best in the state.
That's
you know, private school, public school, whatever. Why can't we put a football team on the field that can compete? Yep. These people are calling in, you know, Bradley's going to win by a touchdown. Cleveland's going to win by a field goal. Hey, fellas, the bottom line is they can hand the ball off to the Barber kid 30, 35, 40 times. He can run for 300 yards Friday night, and Bradley Central can get blown out.
Well, they thought that
touchdowns.
They thought that last year too, but you may be absolutely right. That may happen. But everybody thought that was going to happen last year.
Last year they played in the mud. It's different.
That's true. That's true, but you don't know what the circumstances are going to be, and sometimes people rise up.
I know what the circumstances are going to be. Cleveland High School will win by how much as they want to. They can win Friday night 70-7 if they want to, and you know it. The Barber kid can run for 400 yards if that coach over there wants to.
The Barber kid is a fantastic talent.
He is.
And there's no taking that away.
There's nothing that Bradley Center can do about it. It's absolutely ridiculous. We can put winning teams on the basketball court, on the wrestling mat, on the baseball field, but we cannot put a team on the football field worth a flip. 2-8, 1-9, 3-7. That's ridiculous.
Well,
why can't we go 4? Wait, is 6-4 too much to ask for? 7-3.
Well, now,
maybe go
remember, we're
first
still
round of the
talking
playoffs?
3 years ago. They topped both those marks. They topped 6-4 twice in the last 5 years. What you're saying right now, true, and that's what Coach Ratledge is his first year. He's going to try to bring that back. He's going to try to bring that back.
Why can't we get a coach at Bradley Central worth of crap?
Well, wait a minute.
Well, what was wrong with 10-1?
Huh?
What was wrong with 10-1?
Nothing. But they rode the Morris kid all the way, and you know it.
Well, but okay, now all right, let's take that a little further. What about the Morris kid? What was it about him that they rode him? I mean, he was fast.
Because he was about 6'4", and I think he weighed like 230.
All right, that's part of my point. Cleveland, a lot of times, football-wise, has more speed, more athleticism. I don't think anybody out there. Matter of fact, in the media day, Coach Ratledge was the first to say that year in, year out, Leon Brown has more to work with than Coach Ratledge or Coach Price had.
They always talk about.
Are you telling me Bradley Central don't have the athletes?
No.
Or are these kids just not coming out?
Well, there's some speed. Well, there's both. There's probably both. It's probably
the kids are playing. All right. You had a gentleman just a minute ago call in and say, "Well, why can't we get 7, 8, 10,000 people in the stands?" I'll tell you exactly why, Cragen. Because they know how it's going to wind up. Bradley's not got a chance Friday night. It's that simple. That's why you can't get nobody there, because they're going to get killed.
Well, guess what? There'll be a lot of people at that game, and there was a lot of people 2 years ago, and there was a lot of people in that mud last year. But you need to watch. There'll be people there. We'll show you. There'll be people there, won't there?
Yeah, there'll be a lot of people there. Now, let me ask you a question. Last year, did you go to the game?
I go every year, Joe.
Okay. At the game last year, two things. Of course, they did play in the mud. Levante didn't play. Levante was hurt. Bradley played Cleveland in a very tough contest.
Well, they led the whole game. As a matter of fact, they led the game all the way down to 1 minute and 13 seconds to go.
Now, you mentioned the thing with Levante. You mentioned the thing about Morris. Think back in the day, think back in the day, Barry Sanders, when he played for the Lions. That was the only thing the Detroit Lions had was Barry Sanders. So what they do? They ran Barry Sanders.
That's right.
And you say,
that's exactly right.
You say, I'm going to ride him.
Now,
I'm going to ride this Bronco.
What is Detroit now?
And you stop me. And when you stop me, then we'll do something else. But until you stop me, we're going to keep doing that. And that's what happened with Coach Price and Blake Morris. He ran him until you stopped him.
And there's also a year or two that you're maybe loaded up on athletes. That was a particularly good year as far as athletes at Bradley. That whole class was pretty darn good. Hey, load that thing up. We're going to take a commercial break in a minute.
Well, we appreciate you calling. Do you have a prediction on a score? I mean, I know you're saying what you're saying.
Yeah, I got a prediction, 42-7, Cleveland High School.
42-7, Cleveland. All right.
We thank you for calling. We'll see you at the game.
Thank you.
All right. Hey, buddy.
Hey.
Here's our buddy over here.
Before we go to commercial, here's Brett. Come on in, my man.
Pal?
Get up here. Get up. Come right over here.
You come stand in here.
This right here, Brett Whitehead. This young man calls every time. Are you coming up to get your food and your T-shirt?
Yeah.
Well, guess what? You're going to get it. You're going to get it. Let's turn this mic up just a minute. Brett Whitehead, tell us a little bit about the game real quick.
It's fun.
It's fun.
Yeah.
And he shows up. For those Bradley fans, this young man is there every time. Basketball games, right?
Yeah.
Football games, you're there.
Yeah.
Brett Whitehead. Well, we're glad you got to come and be on there. We appreciate you. You got a picture of him, Lake Forest Middle School, and is that your puppy?
Yeah, it's my puppy.
What's his name?
Phoenix.
Phoenix.
Yeah.
All right, Brett. We appreciate you.
We're going to have to bring
buddy.
Phoenix on SportsVision.
Bring Phoenix. Thanks for stopping,
All right,
Brett.
buddy. Brett Whitehead.
One more call. One more
take
call.
Another call.
Let's get the call, and then we'll go.
You're on SportsVision Special Call-In Show. Question or comment?
Yes, sir. I'm going to tell you that that fella called before. If you got a horse, you're going to ride that horse.
Yes, exactly right.
That's right.
And Blake Morris, when he played there for Bradley, you run him till you stop.
And exactly. And then when you stop them, if you can stop them, then you do something else. But until you do, keep running them. Why not?
That's right.
I mean, yeah.
And they all do that, Jamal Lewis got, 30-some carries the other night? Ricky Williams got 40, too.
Was fourth highest in NFL history.
That's right.
Well, he's also complaining about what's wrong with Bradley football. The coach that is not there anymore is 4-0 over in Coffee County.
we mentioned that.
Yeah.
And, you know, he was a good coach, but when you have school board members going into the locker room telling him how to have the players lift weights, you're not going to win many games.
Yeah, and I think Coach Ratledge is trying to build a new atmosphere there, and he wants to instill a winning attitude. Now, I'll also, to what you were saying and what that other caller before said.
He didn't ever identify himself either.
No, he didn't. But he knew Craig, and he called me Joe.
He called you Joe.
He didn't say Palo.
That's
so
right.
he likes
he's
me.
got more respect for you.
He likes me. But
why, I don't know.
Well, in any case, you got to give Coach Ratledge a chance to build what he's got going there and instill the winning attitude, because when you're down, and I mean down, I don't mean team-wise, I mean in spirit. When you lose or you constantly are on a down note, the team grabs. It's just like I say, one bad apple, and your whole team can be down like that. And when that happens, you're flawed. It's over.
And it takes time for tradition. Coach Logston has built that, and Turner Jackson previous to him. Bradley didn't have a wrestling team in the 70s, early 70s at all, nothing. Turner Jackson comes in, and all of a sudden he builds it up 60s, whenever it was. What year was it, Andy? 72. First one. And his dad, matter of fact, it was Andy Morris helped me out there, but his father was on the first team, I think. That tells you how old his dad is. He's older than dirt.
Of course.
But besides it, now let me finish.
Well, wait, and high school was the best 8 years of Al Morris's life.
That's right.
Big Al.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
But as far as that goes, Turner Jackson came in, obviously a two-time national champ in Division II, very, very knowledgeable. And it took him a little bit, but he got it going, built it up, and then he came with a state champion. First one at Bradley was Steve Logston. Carried on the tradition, and let me tell you, it's just one of those things. The two right people came in, it built up, and that everybody wants to be a part of that now.
Yeah.
And it can happen with football. It's happened with Cleveland football.
Yeah.
So it'll happen. Hang in there, stay behind them.
Yeah, stay behind them. Don't jump off the bandwagon. That's the worst thing.
Well, we got Will standing here, but get that call, and then we'll talk to Will, because we don't want to miss any calls.
You're on a SportsVision special call-in show. Question or comment?
I just called to let y'all know that was my cousin that called y'all and made y'all sweat like that.
Who is this?
That was my Caucasian cousin that called y'all, made y'all sweat like that. I know he did a fine job. Craig, look at you, still sweating. Look at you, you're just perspiring everywhere.
Do you think I'm sweating?
He had you on the spot.
Check this out. I'm not sweating.
Don't ever let him see you sweat.
He had you on. Why?
Don't ever let him see you sweat.
Well, I tell you what. Now, see, that was good though that he called me out like that, because I tell you on TV, I mean, if that had been out in the alley, that'd have been something different.
Oh,
check that out. But see, I'm here at Hardee's. I'm here at Hardee's, and I got to be good.
Yeah,
and I'm 50, and I tell you what, I'm 50, but
I'll train him.
We'll talk.
I'll train him.
Well, I mean, he was making some good points though, but I don't think it's the coach's fault. I mean,
I know who that was.
The kids got to want to play football. I mean, I guess the kids just don't want to come out and play football.
Well, now I'll tell you something else though. Now think about this. This is something what I've talked about. When you think about what you just said about the wrestling program.
Heath Weir.
When you think about what you said about the wrestling program or wrestling program.
That was Heath Weir, wasn't it?
If you think about that,
Heath,
Turner Jackson
developed
a winning program, which Steve Logston was a part of. Steve Logston wins state. Steve Logston then, as he becomes a man, then becomes the next head coach of Bradley Wrestling, and he keeps that tradition going. If you think about it at Cleveland, the coaches that are there are funneled through, Heath Weir.
That's right.
They were on the winning team, the winning program of Cleveland, and then they come in as coaches.
Another point about that, too, is a long time, and now, of course, Bradley Jr. is Ocoee, beating Walker Valley. Bradley Jr. and Bradley, to be quite frank about it, did not have the connection that Cleveland Middle School and Cleveland High School has for a lot of years, and they started from 7th up. And let me tell you, a lot of things, they weren't on the same page a lot of times. And, that's that with Lake Forest now to Bradley and Ocoee to Walker Valley, that's starting to change a little bit.
Yeah.
So, Will Bryant right here.
All right. Let him see you sweat, though, Craig, and put up me another Cleveland High sign.
I won't sweat. Hey, tell Heath to say who he is next time.
I'm not sweating.
That wasn't he.
Who was that? I'm sorry, Heath, if it wasn't you. Who was that?
That was my cousin.
Well, who is he?
I can't tell you.
Oh, now
see,
that's not.
None of you see, you got face-to-face
You
meeting.
said who you were.
Here we go.
Never let him see you sweat.
All right, buddy.
Will Bryant.
Thanks for calling again.
Never let him see you sweat. What deodorant is that?
That's
You're not
Degree. I don't know.
Degree, okay. Will Bryant.
I use high endurance, pal. And because of that plug right there, I'm going to get a whole case of it. We watch. This show is being seen all over New York, everything.
That's right. And Tuscaloosa.
Right.
That's the reason Mike Price got fired.
Well,
Will Bryant, you have a comment?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a tie, 6-6, and they're going to go into overtime, and then Bradley's going to win by 6 touchdowns.
He's thought that out. So you got just the opposite of the other guy.
Even after they score, it's going to keep letting them score.
6 touchdowns in overtime. Okay, Will, we'll see you, buddy. That was Will Bryan. He's big on football.
These guys got this 6 in their head for some reason.
He's big on football.
Get that. 472-0581 is our phone number here at the Hardee's on 25th Street is where we're located. Come by and see us. We're here at 10 o'clock.
That might be Dee Dee's other cousin. Let's see.
It is. He's got a bunch of cousins. I think everybody's related to Dee Dee. You're on SportsVision special call-in show. Question or comment?
I got a comment.
It wasn't you. I'm sorry.
All right, now.
I'm sorry. I did apologize. I couldn't tell who it was.
I didn't say anything.
And I kept thinking, who would say that?
I didn't say anything.
And I don't know why.
No, I really appreciate you acknowledging how good we were in '93.
You
Very
were.
good. You know what? That guy was really upset, wasn't he?
Who was that? You can tell me. That's Heath right
You
there.
know, on the other hand, anyone who knows anything about football knows that Cleveland has had better athletes.
Did I say
Bottom
that?
line.
I said that.
Now, you know, I think
But now he did make a good point. You know, you got Corey Pugh and people like that walking the halls.
You're right.
That are not playing, and there's a problem there, which you know, you never know what that is.
Well,
anyway,
but
kids don't want to, kids want to concentrate on one sport nowadays.
True.
And, you know, that's not saying that that's wrong or right, but
Well, it's hard
I
to
just
do.
thought that was kind of funny. No, that was a Bradley fan. He wasn't a Cleveland fan.
I know. That sounded like you for a minute, and then I thought twice, but, you know, that's...
Do you know every time he gets an obscene phone call at his house,
I say
he blames
Heath.
it on you?
I blame it on you.
I know.
You know how that
Somebody's
is.
the wrong number. He said that was probably Heath. All the time. I don't understand what that's about.
I don't know.
Well, no.
But
As
you're
many
right, it is
people
hard to
as
play
Mike
more than
makes
one.
mad, you don't ever know who that is, Mike.
Back to his point, though, about playing 3 sports. That is hard to do. And we got kids that can play 3, but the coaches all expect you to be there anymore. You know how things extend, Heath, year-round, or at least one season running into the next, and you got to study, you got to have a social life, and sometimes it's hard. And you know, we have the dead period now, which I think is good, but still they run into each other. And it's tough in certain sports to compete after waiting 3 or 4 weeks and everybody's ahead of you in practice and everything else.
Very good point.
Yeah, that's a good point. But, I mean, you know, Bradley is, I don't know, they seem to be doing better this year. They're in ball games, it seems like. But
And I think, like I said, Ratledge is going to start building that little winning attitude. You got to have that. You guys know that. You guys instill that in your players every year. When you were playing, they did that.
Right,
it's a
right.
winning attitude and nothing less. You know, in fact, to be quite honest with you, it irritates me that folks will get mad at Coach Brown or your team, the Blue Raider team, if they don't blow a team out or if they lose a game, God forbid. There's fans that get absolutely mad because they're so used to winning, and that's not fair. They don't need to be that way, but it's just a winning attitude.
I can imagine. You know, Cleveland fans are very spoiled. You know, they're used to winning. You know, when you win 54 games in a row, I mean, you know, you're used to winning. And when you go down and beat a team like Red Bank 13-0, that's people look at that as non-satisfactory. But you know, Red Bank played above their normal level when they play Cleveland. You know, all teams do.
Yeah.
Mostly when you play Cleveland, you know you're going to have a dogfight, and you know they're going to have great athletes, and your team comes in prepared and ready to play 9 times out of 10. So, you know, people play. I'm not saying every team plays over their head when they play Cleveland, but a lot of teams do.
Well, it would be a big deal for anybody to beat Cleveland, so they, you know, they give it a little extra. I don't know if they give it extra consciously, but they're saying, hey, this could be a real feather in our cap to beat them. Are you going to be there Friday night on the field on the championship team?
Yes, we will. They're gonna. I think they're gonna honor us at halftime, and
is Keith
no,
and Kevin
that's pretty neat. I just can't believe it's been 10 years.
Is Keith and Kevin going to be there?
Keith and Kevin are going to be there. Yes, they are. Matter of fact, me and Keith and Kevin are going to speak to the team before the game Friday.
And you had the privilege of getting a block.
So what's that speech going to be? I want to hear a little of that speech.
He can't tell you that.
It might get hairy in there. You might ought to come.
It's all going to be clean. Nothing off color. No 4-letter words.
No. We wouldn't do nothing like that.
No.
We wouldn't kick over water jugs and throw chalk and erasers and stuff like that.
I can see that. You know, he is off of my. He wouldn't. I've never seen him raise his voice. Not once have I seen him raise his voice.
Keith, never.
Heath.
I've never seen him mad.
Heath with an H.
That's what I said. I've never seen him mad.
I've seen him mad.
Heath. Never been mad, have you?
Well, guys.
Good luck on your speech. Maybe you tell us afterwards. Call in after the game and let us know what you did.
I will. Hey, guys, come out and tell everybody to come out and support the Young Raiders tomorrow. We play Baylor at Baylor, 7th and 8th grade, and 7th grade will start at 5 and 8th grade right after.
Tomorrow
there you
night.
go.
Okay.
Tomorrow night.
Good deal, yeah.
Are we queued up, Corey? We probably better squeeze another.
Hey, Heath, thanks for calling, pal.
Don't put me on the spot with a score either. I don't really know. I think maybe 21-3, 21-7.
All right. Well, I'm gonna try to calm him down and keep him off of you.
Hey, you know what? I should know
I
now.
like what you said, though, Mike. You know.
That's
that
right.
That guy was kind of calling you out, wasn't he?
Well, you know, hey, if you're going to do it, you got to identify yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that guy was kind of rude.
I don't mind that, but just identify
his fist over here balling up like that.
Hey, and I'm 50. If he can't whip me, he's in big trouble. But he's going to, you know, hey, we'll go. We need to get a commercial.
All right, bud. Thanks for calling, Heath.
Thank you.
We'll be back with more Sports Vision. Stay tuned.
Chosen breed, you don't see too many like me. Cause I am one of the reasons you do what you do when you want to be me instead of you. Cause I am still on beat, showing up to the streets. Come on, you know me, cause that's who I am.
We don't have time for the replay. We had it, but we're going to stay with the action here. And there it is. It's off to number 32, Antonio Westfield. He's going to score. And Antonio Westfield, he called in the call-in show the other night, said he was ready to play. First time he touched the ball, Johnny, he's off left side into the end zone.
I was on my way home from work. All of a sudden, boom, radiator hose pops off. To make matters worse, I'm starving. I mean, I'm really hungry. And the only thing I can see anywhere around me is a Hardee's. I decided, all right, I'll just get some fries and something to drink. Nobody can screw that up. So walk inside and I see up on the board there they've got this thick burger. Man, I hate to admit it, it was pretty good.
Thick burgers, a third, a half, and 2/3 of a pound. Only at Hardee's.
Here we go.
Westmoreland.
Touchdown.
Touchdown. Goodness gracious.
My goodness.
The incredible man, I only do things incredible can. Cause I am the seed of a chosen breed. You don't see too many like me. Cause I am one of the reasons you do what you do when you want to be me instead of you. Cause I am still on beat, showing up to the streets. Come on, you know me, cause that's who I am.
Welcome back to Sports Vision, the magazine special call-in show as we talk about Cleveland Bradley, the rivalry renewed part 3. We are live at the 25th Street Hardee's as we come to you live till 10 o'clock tonight. Special combo deal. You come in, you get a combo, you get a free Sports Vision t-shirt. And but you know that's all part of the deal here tonight. This is the reason why we're here.
That's
because
right.
This is what they're going to be playing for. Cleveland Bradley 3 be playing for the Sports Vision Trophy. Again, make it look like it's heavy, Mike.
And right now, it's got 2 Cleveland plaques on it, and who's going to get it? And it'll be presented live on television. But go to the game, and you can watch them get it live, and then you can come back and watch it a couple days later, or however soon we get it on, we'll show it to you again, and the players can see themselves play, et cetera.
So yeah, you know, the gate, we want the gate at the game.
That's
so
right.
Make your way out there. You got to support the team. They can't hear you if you're screaming from your house and your TV. So go to the game, and then we'll replay it a couple times. You get to see it, and everything will be cool.
And if you come down here tonight, you get to say hello to our buddy Brett Whitehead, too.
Yes, who's right here.
He's and Miss Green over here.
Yes.
All kinds of people. Alan Morris is here.
We've got
Will
Coach
Bryant.
Cogdill over here.
Coach Cogdill is going to come down and say something. We're going to get him on in just a minute. 472-0851.
Gosh, you missed it again. 0581.
0581.
Come on, I'm starting to think you're doing it on purpose.
472-0581. Come down. Come down or call. Either way.
Either way.
Here we
Yeah,
go.
it's
Give me
right
that.
there.
Give me that.
How can you miss that?
There.
Tape it or put
now
it
we
around
got
his
it.
neck.
472.
Put it around his neck.
0581.
All right. Hey, that's.
There we go.
We
Sports
spare
Vision.
nothing with graphics here
That's
at
right.
WTMB.
This was
Look
an
at that.
expensive prop.
That's
here.
an expensive bag right there.
That's
you
right.
think we're wasting a bag for nothing?
That's right.
All right. But come down and see us too. We want to talk to folks as they come down. Talk again about the fund that we've been
talking
about.
The Bradley County
Yeah.
Public Education Fund. What it is what they're doing is you get a gift from to your school, and it could be anything that you're fond of. If you got a child playing in a band, as we said,
or if it's your
football
child,
player,
give that.
If you
away.
want to give to the wrestling team, if you want to give to the basketball team, whatever you want to give to, if you give that and you work at Maytag, for instance, is a matching company.
Right.
They have a 501(c)(3). You need to find out about that, but there are several other companies, major manufacturers in the area. If you work for them and you want to give $50 to your program, it'll be $100. And the good thing is, nobody else is spending it for you.
Right.
If you want to spend it to help out wrestling, then give it the 50. It turns into 100, just like that, and you only gave 50. And it's a good way to raise monies for the schools, Bradley County Education Fund, and we're going to have a lot of stuff on it during the game Friday. Dwayne Shriver's your executive director, and Dwayne is going to talk about it quite a bit. So we're going to go into some detail.
And
you take a look at that.
You can earmark your money for a certain
exactly whatever you want it for. You can do anything: education, athletics, band, any extracurricular, whatever you want to give to, and it's channeled right into whichever school. It can go to Cleveland, it can go to Bradley, it can go to Walker Valley, whatever you want to give to.
Good deal.
We need that. It's a Bradley County City Education Fund for all schools involved. So help us out.
Yeah.
Call us, 472.
05.
See, I'm not doing that again.
81. It's
81.
right here. 472.
05.
Call us right now, and if you are in the area or if you're live close by, shut the TV off, come down here and get yourself a combo, get a free T-shirt. See that? We're going to be dancing in just a minute.
Charlie,
that's techno music they play.
Did you stop for your T-shirt, or did you want to say something?
Charlie's going to, yeah. Charlie says, I'll talk. Keep the T-shirt.
Let's get the call.
Let's take this call right here. You're on SportsVision special call-in show. Question or comment?
Well, first of all, comment.
All right.
Who would wear a T-shirt with those ugly mugs on it?
Well,
my wife wears one every day.
Apparently, neither Mike nor myself, because we don't have them on.
But, I don't think Lori would wear one of those, would she?
Excuse me?
Would Lori wear one of those?
Would Lori?
Yes.
Well, I'll tell you, we do have a lot of people that wear them, but at the introductory price of $8,000, I told you, we sell them for 10. But that, anyway,
give me a dozen then. I need help.
Well, we had questions of if the dogs were going to be here tonight. We couldn't bring them in Hardee's because you know how they would be smelling all that food. It'd be crazy.
They'd have all the food inspection people on them and stuff. Can't do that.
Yeah, that works.
But, well, okay,
who's going to
win?
Go ahead.
Go back to what the guy that called in and was upset about Bradley's football team. Actually, I was at the ball game the other night. I called you, and I was the one that told you about the guy running in off the field, off the sidelines.
Yes.
Okay, and I talked to Kellen Pickle, and he said that the coach from Saudi had actually even called and apologized for that. So
now he does.
That's from spending 13 years in the booth. I saw it immediately. But Bradley football team, their athletes aren't near what they were. I mean, I was on the field in '77 on the Cleveland side when Bradley had the Kenny Hoopers, the Fonnie Martins, they were pure athletes. Now you look in the stands, from the stands, looking down on the sidelines, you see very few pure, athletic builds even. And I think Coach Ratledge is doing a good job. They're in the weight room. They're building the program, but it'll take a while.
Well, he's had 3 games, so I mean to be talking about Coach Ratledge and the job he's doing is a little premature. Anyway,
Well, when you're in the stands looking down at the sidelines, look at number 70. That is the most well-conditioned athlete you'll ever see. He's a great athlete.
Well, what do you think?
Happens to
Do
be
you
my
think the
kid.
score the other night makes any difference? For instance, a point someone brought up to me today, which I don't happen to take a lot of stock in that, but still 25-8, was it? Or 25-6 for Bradley versus Red Bank. And Cleveland 13. And I think it was just 2 field goals in the second half, so really it was a lot quicker. I mean, a lot.
I learned a long time ago, I don't compare scores. If you go back to Walker Valley last week,
right?
Walker Valley got killed by Loudon. Loudon killed Sequoia, and Sequoia got killed by Grundy County. And Walker Valley goes up there and beats them.
In Grundy County.
It's hard to compare scores.
It is.
I think Bradley is doing a good job, especially defensively, and the defensive front and that's what it will take. Cleveland might have to open it up to be able to score a little bit against them. But I think it's a rivalry game, number one, and the fact that you've got kids that get up for a game that they, it's huge.
Well, I think Bradley definitely wants to try to make Cleveland pass anyway. They're not looking to have Levante and the rest of the backs run all over him, because Cleveland's known for that, and they've got a power running game. So Bradley's obviously going to stack up to stop that. So, Cleveland may have to throw to get some things done.
Oh yeah, 9 or 10 of the box and make Tanner Shamlin beat you.
That's right.
I mean, that's the name of the game, and it may be his breakout game.
I was going to say, that's nothing to say about Tanner Shamlin. He's
No.
a freshman coming in, and sophomore, coming in, first year at the helm really here as far as the varsity goes, and he's going to develop and get better and better. But you're right. That's what Bradley wants him to do.
Yeah, you just don't let Levante beat you without putting the pressure on them and making Tanner beat you or whomever. Different things. And if Bradley's able to control I think the line of scrimmage, if they can control it, it could be a good ball game. I just don't in the end. I don't see Bradley, and I'll get killed for this, but I don't see Bradley having the athletes with the experience to be able to handle them. I think maybe a good game, but at which I think that moral victories are like kissing your sister. But
Cleveland's got a lot more returning and a lot more experience. That's true, and probably most people around the area would say Cleveland is supposed to win the ball game. So,
oh yeah.
Well, there's very few backs in the state that are in the same class as Levante Barber. So you put him on any team, and you're automatically better. So.
And one comment to Mr. Heath. He was a junior, I think. The coldest football game I have ever been at. The year they won it, their junior year. That is the coldest I have ever been.
Froze your tail off out there.
Oh, it was. I mean, it was like a 15 degrees with a 20-mile-an-hour wind. It was unbelievable. But anyway, congratulations to those kids. They had a great run, and I think both teams this year they're well represented.
Yes.
You have Levante is not only a great athlete, he's a great kid.
Yeah, he is.
He's
and
smart
the same
kid,
thing
he's
at
doing well.
Bradley High School. Whether it's Kellen or Matt Moody, whomever, they've got good kids, good coaches. The whole thing, they're both being run first class.
That's true. We can get caught up in the Bradley Cleveland. But you take all these individuals, you sit around talking one-on-one away from the school, or just, they're all good people. Like it says in Levante, classroom excellence and also football field excellence. Bradley can boast the same. And you know what? We could talk about this. We get all fired up and go back and forth with it. But those kids, it means a lot to them. Let me tell you, they're the quickest to forget it and the quickest to walk away and say, hey, that's the football game, great game, and they're on with it. So, and I think last year's game, they were full of respect for each other. I mean, you could see it. They were just glad it was over. There's a lot of pressure on both of them. This thing brings out the pressure in everybody. Just, you can tell by the phone calls. You can tell by people's reaction, just to don't say anything about our team or don't say about this team. And, that's natural. But, right here, they're all in the same community. And I think that's what the 9/11 game brought out.
Yeah, and these guys are friends, are close friends. We were talking about them going to the Blue Hole on Saturday. They probably will. I mean, these kids are friends. And you see that after the game when they get out in the middle of the field. And there's a lot of respect for each, I think. And I think that's what makes it a great community.
All the way down. They got good administration, good athletic directors, both sides. Charlie, you want to come up and say something? It's a good cue for you. Come up and talk about the game. You sure? Next commercial. Okay, we got Charlie Cogwell here. I'm trying to get him up to say something. Call our number. Let's go. Give it to him. I'm not making that mistake.
Yeah, so you got to look at it again.
472-0581. Give us a call.
When you get to be 50, the first thing that goes is memory, perception, eyes, everything, ears.
That's right. I got some things going wrong.
Yeah,
Thank you very much, and get to the next caller. Thanks.
All right, thanks for calling. Okay, 472-0581. I didn't even have to look.
472-0581.
Repeat it right
Hey,
after.
you know what? Do you think that guy was mad that I picked Cleveland?
What guy?
I bet he was.
The guy that
the guy. I bet that's what it was.
That's still bothering you, isn't he?
Well, I think he was mad.
He's out there waiting. I see him out there.
Yeah, in the parking lot. Well, I'm sending my boys out here first, Travis and Andy. They're going to tell me if it's clear.
Hey, you're on SportsVision special call-in show. Question or comment? Hello?
Lost him. Call back.
All right. Before let's real quick mention this. Footballvalley.com.
Oh,
it's a great thing. Stephen Shelton has started along with Greg Phillips. They have this footballvalley.com. It's a website that you can go to that will tell you everything you ever wanted to know about any of the 3 high schools. You'll see still shot pictures from the ball game the Friday before. There's all kinds of statistics. They update daily, and they've got little things, notes to tell you about, of course, our show they were promoting, and Football Friday, and then the live broadcast.
That's him trying to get in.
That's Steve trying to get in. The live broadcast is going to be Friday night, so don't forget, check that out, footballvalley.com, www.footballvalley.com. Oh, okay. SportsVision special call-in show, question or comment. My mouth can't keep up with my words.
A comment?
You're on.
A comment from a CMS cheerleader?
A famous cheerleader.
A CMS cheerleader.
Oh, CMS cheerleader.
Which is a famous cheerleader.
That's right, you're famous. You're on TV right now.
I just wanted to say go Raiders.
All right. Raiders. Do you have a prediction of the score? Like what?
28-0.
28-0. Okay. All right. And you're a Cleveland cheerleader, so I'm guessing you're picking Cleveland?
Yes.
Give your name so you can.
Maggie Carroll.
Maggie Carroll. All right, Maggie. Cleveland 28-0.
28-0.
28-0. All right.
All right.
Thanks.
Thank you for calling. Okay.
We're getting real close to a break time there. Corey, cue us up when you can. Where's our sign holder? We'll get to this first and then.
Okay.
Brett, we'll let Brett do it.
SportsVision special call-in show. Question or comment?
Yeah, I just want to say go Raiders, too.
Go Raiders. All right. Do you have a score prediction?
Yeah, it's going to be about 48-13.
48-13.
48-13.
Okay. All right. Thanks for calling.
All
right.
Come here, Brett. Take us to commercial, buddy. Grab a hold of this sign. Get in front of the TV.
There you go. Right here, bud.
Right here.
Right there in front.
Stand in front and
You
show them.
stand right in
We're
front.
getting ready to go. We'll be back.
Hold it up a little higher.
A minute.
There you go. We'll be back.
Attaboy, Brett. That's good. Thank you.
The incredible man, I only do things incredible can. Cause I am the seed of a chosen breed. You don't see too many like me. Cause I am one of the reasons you do what you do. When you want to be me instead of you. Cause I am still on beat. Showing love to the streets. Come on, you know me. Cause that's who I am.
Lots of the fans filing out of the stadium now with just 4 minutes to go in the game. Cleveland a commanding 54-20 lead over the Bears. They have the ball at their own 39-yard line. There's the handoff to Levante. Levante around the right side, breaking more tackles, and he's off to the races again.
We're going to put another one up.
The 30, the 20, 10, touchdown, Blue Raiders.
So when I heard Hardee's was making their hamburgers out of Angus beef, hell, I just flat out didn't believe it. I mean, I've raised Angus beef for 25 years, and I know how expensive it is. Yeah, I just couldn't figure out how they could afford to put Angus beef in their hamburger. So I went into town to try it out. Boy, you could have knocked me over with a feather. They're serving Angus beef hamburgers.
Thick burgers with 100% Angus beef. It's how the last place you'd go for a burger will become the first.
Somebody needs you. Somebody needs you. Somebody needs you at the Cleveland Animal Shelter. Yes, wonderful dogs, cats, puppies, and kittens arrive each day at Cleveland Animal Shelter, and each one needs a second chance at life in a forever home. Please adopt the pet of your dreams from our local shelter at 360 Hill Street and save a precious life. For information, call the shelter 479-2122 or exclusively Shelter Pets 559-8034.
Some backfield. The only thing they're missing in that combination, of course, is Gaston.
There's Jordan back to pass, looking downfield. Look wide open is centers, and there he goes. He's at the 5. Touchdown.
There's the record.
Just broke the record.
Chosen breed, you don't see too many like me, cause I am one of the reasons you do what you do when you want to be me instead of you, cause I am still on beat, showing love to the streets, come on, you know me, cause that's who I am.
Welcome back to SportsVision's special call-in show as we broadcast live from the 25th Street Hardee's, where we're here till 10 o'clock. We are standing here with the Cleveland High School Athletic Director, Coach Charlie Cogdill. And come in this way a little bit, Charlie. Get you in here. Right. We've got a caller on the line. We're going to take it real quick, then we're going to talk with Charlie here. And caller, you're on SportsVision special call-in. Question or comment?
Hey, this is David. I talked to you a couple weeks ago about my nephew BJ with Coach Nelson.
Yes, sir.
You remember me?
Yeah, I do.
I tried to get through to y'all a couple weeks ago. You had a birthday there about Viagra. You remember that?
For this guy?
Yeah.
Oh, you made a comment.
Yeah. You made a comment about Viagra.
He did.
Well, just remember, if you put a bottle of Viagra and a Hardee's biscuit on the table for this week's game, I'm going to pick Cleveland, 32-26.
32-26. Okay.
I appreciate it. Y'all have a good night.
All right. Thanks for calling. All right. Yeah, his son.
I was waiting for something. I was waiting for something we needed to cut there.
No, he's fine.
Hey,
his
nephew,
nephew,
you already knew him. Okay.
His nephew is in the 5th grade class that Steve Nelson, Coach Nelson for Bradley. Mike's ready.
I'm
He
going.
is sweating. Dee Dee Snow is sweating.
No, he starts bringing that subject up. You got to be careful. There's a lot of kids that watch this show.
No, exactly. But his son, his nephew is in class with Coach.
Okay.
Coach Nelson. All right, let's talk to Charlie. What?
Tell him to hold.
You're on SportsVision special call-in. Will you hold?
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, Coach. All right, talk to us here. What's going on with Cleveland and about this? We got the rivalry renewed. We want to keep this thing going. Tell the folks. How can we keep it going?
What I understand, I'm following big steps. Dee Dee's called 2 times, so that's going to be a hard feeling for Dee Dee there.
Does he actually? He runs that gymnasium there during basketball games.
Oh, he does. He does. I came down because my good friend Clarence Needs asked me to come down, and basically I'm not here to get any calls. We just want to tell everybody we're excited about hosting the game. This is the 3rd time since we renewed the series. 2nd time for Cleveland. We had a 2-year contract to start with. It went well. We sat down after 2 years with Mr. Woodard and the people at Bradley. We decided it's something we wanted to continue. People have asked for it. We've had 2 good years. Hopefully we're going to have 2 more good years, and hopefully this series is here to stay, we hope.
I think it is. And what's the most important thing about Friday night?
Well, you need to buy your tickets this week early.
Buy your tickets and go to the game.
Cleveland High School, Bradley Central has some, Cleveland Middle School, Town Squire, and Medical Center Pharmacy. The Vantage, and there were $5 for everybody all week. The Vantage is you don't have to stand in line.
You won't be sitting there.
And we will not open the gates to 6, so we hope everybody to come. The weather's supposed to be great. You know, I think it's going to be a great game. You're talking about rivalries. Myself, our defensive coordinator, Danny Wilson, I'm from Jasper. He coached at South Pittsburgh. We were involved probably the oldest in the state, Marion County, South Pittsburgh. I think it's like 80 or 90 straight years now. But it's a shame this got discontinued for a few years, but we're hoping it's here to stay. We're playing Walker Valley this year. I talked to Mr. Woodard. I think they're going to play them in the future.
That's
so
right,
it's and with this classification, you don't know what's going to happen. We had a meeting last week at Finley Stadium with Ronnie Carter, and if Walker Valley continues to grow at the next classification period, it'll probably be 4A with us.
That's right.
If Bradley continues to go down, they could possibly be. We all 3 could be in the same region, which would really make it good.
Right. Well, I just say kudos to yourself and Coach Woodard
bringing it back together,
bringing it back and keeping it, because I think it really has brought the community back together again. I know years ago we did have those problems, but it seems like the past 2 years everything's just been really good. It's been a good rivalry. There's been no trouble in school the week before how it used to be. And I think it's a wonderful thing that it's brought back, and I hope it'll continue forever.
But everybody's handled themselves great up to this point in the past 2 years, don't you think, Charlie?
It's been very good, and you know, usually I think you hit on earlier. It's not been so much a game; it's been the week leading up to the games.
Right.
like our police department told me. And it's been good. We're hoping it continues. I know Coach Woodard's excited about doing it. We'll be going over there next year. And all these contracts are 2-year contracts. And we don't have to play since we're in different classifications. But it's here, and I think it's going to be here to stay. And come out Friday night, it's going to be a great game. For sure, I'm not going to predict anybody, but you know, when you get a rivalry games like this, and the one thing I can predict is going to be a hard-hitting game.
That's right. There'll be some
the 2 games before, you know, kids get in there and play hard, and they shook hands when it was over, and that's what we hope continues.
Yeah.
Well, like we mentioned, the kids have great sports. They have a lot of respect. They got respect for each other. The disrespect comes usually elsewhere. So we congratulate you and Coach Woodard and the administrations on both sides and the players for making it what it's been. So
well, I can tell you how the players are. Last night we played Bradley in volleyball, and we went to 5 games. It came down to the last point, the 5th game, and half our football team was there and half Bradley's football team was there, and hollering back and forth during the volleyball game. For a volleyball game, the place was packed. And it was a great atmosphere, and then the game's over, and everybody's out there, you know, talking about Friday night and everything.
Right.
So we hope we have a great game. Everybody comes out. We need a good crowd, and it helps our athletic department budget. When you go to Bradley next year, the same thing. So come out and support it, and hopefully we'll have a good game.
And if we want to keep showing it, we got to keep getting the crowd there. So be there, because we want to show it, and we want the crowd to be there at the same time. So thank you, Charlie.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Charlie. Appreciate that.
Thank you, Charlie.
And as he said, folks, you know, get your tickets early.
That's
because first of all, you know, you want to get a good seat. It will be, needless to say, hopefully it'll be a packed house. It always has been and was last year and the year before, so I see this year being no different. But get your tickets early. Make your way out there. Support Cleveland. Support Bradley. Support the bands. They're a big part of it as well.
He's right about something good happening. Even though it was 61-34 the one game, there was a lot of things that were special about that game. The score, some of the hits, some of the runs, and both teams got to show a lot. And really, Cleveland kind of ran away with that one. So, and then of course we had the Mud Bowl, which had a lot of excitement. We got a guy waiting.
Yeah, we got him right now. All right, you're on SportsVision special call-in show. Question or comment?
Yeah, I just want to say that this Friday night, it's going to be a really good game. Because, like last night, the volleyball game, we had a really good turnout. You know, we had a lot of support. And the soccer game, they had some support from some Raiders, too. And how do you think the band's going to do Friday night?
How do you think the band, excuse me now, question again?
I didn't hear the last part.
How do we think the Cleveland band's going to do this Friday night, and the Bradley band?
Oh, they're going to do
put
wonderful.
on good shows, yeah.
That's what we just said. Friday night football wouldn't be the same without the bands. I mean, you got to hear the bands in there playing. So yeah, I think, Cleveland has a great band. Bradley's got a great band. Walker Valley has got a great band. Yeah. So we've got, you know, we got some wonderful coaches, wonderful teams, and wonderful bands. So what more could you ask for?
Well, I'll tell you what you can ask for. We're gonna highlight the Cleveland dance team during halftime. So that's something to watch for. They do a big job and got a lot of funding for that. And Sophia, help me with her last name. Sophia out there, she knows who I'm talking about. She has the dance team. She's the instructor that teaches them.
What is it called? Six. Oh goodness! Now see, it slipped my mind. Why am I bringing it up? And I don't really.
472.
I'm talking about the SID.
47205.
Oh, no, I'm not talking about the number 0581. But it's the name of the group. It's called Straight Six or Signal Six or something like that. Her dance team, Sophia's dance team.
Oh, okay.
Remember they had the barbecue.
Oh, that's right. They had the barbecue out there.
Wasn't that wonderful?
Fed us, that's right. Ooh. Charged us, so I was kind of hoping I'd get it gratis.
Well, see now this year she probably will.
That's right.
She had me over for barbecue at the house.
Well,
I didn't pay for that.
No. You were a Cleveland dance outfit. She was going.
I did, and I do tend to wear one on Thursday. Thank
really?
you very much. All right, hey, we thank you for calling.
Thanks.
No problem. Just everybody work your butts out there Friday night, and everybody, we need your support, and go guys.
All right. Thank you, buddy. Okay, 4720581 is our phone number here at the Hardee's on 25th Street. If you get a chance, come by here. We're here till 10 o'clock, taking your calls, taking your comments. Another call right here. SportsVision special call-in show. Question or comment?
Yes. No one has said anything about the fifth quarter Friday night after the game. But Bradley's Fellowship of Christian Athletes, along with Cleveland's Fellowship of Christian Athletes, is sponsoring a fifth quarter at the Family Life Center after the game. And the University of Tennessee at Knoxville, their FCA officers are coming down to run the fifth quarter. And Shauna Zolman, a Lady Vol star, is actually going to be speaking there.
No
so
kidding.
It should be really good.
Now, this is at Family Life Center?
In Cleveland.
In Cleveland.
Okay.
Yes, that's on Stevens Road. It's close to Jordan's Barbecue.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I know where it's at. Right there. It takes on. Okay, and that'll be immediately after the game.
Yes, it'll last till about 12 or 12:30. If kids need to tell their
There's
parents.
something to go do to stay out of
Now
trouble.
that is a
There you
great
go.
thing. I'm glad you promoted that because
That's right.
we didn't know. Thank you for calling on that.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thanks. Hey, that's a great thing.
That is a good thing.
That is a good thing.
That's where you
wanna
should go
see,
after the game.
Yes, exactly. And you want to see that camaraderie together. You watch these Cleveland guys and Bradley guys as they come to that after the game. All right. You're on SportsVision special call-in show. Question or comment?
Hey, Joe, Stephen Shelton.
Hey, Steven, what's going on, bud?
Not a lot. Hey, a great week leading up to this game. It's been a great atmosphere. I believe it's going to be a very, very well coached on both sides and very very good game to watch.
Yeah. Yeah, and we were telling everybody about your footballvalley.com and how they need to check into that because you update that thing constantly. This guy doesn't go to bed Fridays till he goes to bed. It's early Saturday when he goes to bed. If you would have called him like 9.
You would have put all that together that he's putting together. You wouldn't go to bed till then either.
Well, exactly.
So
That's
you
why
just come in and go home and go to bed.
That's
just
why
talk and go to bed. He's doing something.
That's why he's going to bed. That's why we thought one time we would do Football Friday from my basement. I could just wear my pajamas and when we get done, just go to bed and not have to even worry about it.
You want people to watch.
Exactly, in my pajamas. You've not seen my pajamas lately.
Thank you.
But Stephen, let's talk a little bit about. Of course, you're at all the games. You got guys out there at all the games, and what's your feeling about it? I mean, I know, like you just said, and I don't want you to have to make a prediction. I don't want to put you on the spot, but what's your feeling about it?
Well, I believe that watching Bradley and Cleveland both many times this year so far, the Cleveland linebackers, they're I believe the fastest in the state, sideline to sideline.
Yeah.
That's really going to put a damper on the Bradley running game. Bradley has to try to explore some on try to challenge the Cleveland secondary. I believe they've not been challenged all year except for the McMinn County game, and McMinn County was successful with that. Bradley, their linebacking crew they're very good. You know, the Sluter kid is a first-rate player there, and they've got to contain Levante, and they don't need to forget about Jay Davis or Michael Hampton. Those two guys are able to break big runs also, as we saw in the Hickson game. But it's going to come down to who can put the most points on the board. I believe it's going to be a high-scoring game because I believe Bradley's going to try to throw a little bit more, and I just believe that Cleveland, I don't believe Bradley's defense is pretty good, but I don't believe it's good enough to stop Levante and all the weapons he brings to the table. But no, score-wise, I gave the score on the banner there that'll come out tomorrow. I'm picking Cleveland because Cleveland's at home. It's kind of like the Florida-Tennessee game. I picked Florida because Florida was at home. You know, in the top games, you can throw the records out, you can throw everything out because this game is played on pure emotion. These guys are playing for something more than a win. They're playing for bragging rights, as I keep hearing all week. So I just challenge everyone to come out, get out in front of the TV and come out and watch a great high school football game. It's something that probably you won't forget.
Yeah, and I know you're going to be there.
Oh yeah. We'll have all the lots of pictures and summary and stuff. Which I hope nobody has to read the summary. I hope they're all, they know what went on because they were at the game. But we'll have many pictures. We'll have 3 guys there for that game, so we'll have hopefully have it covered pretty well.
Wonderful. Well, Stephen, we appreciate you calling, and keep up the good work with footballvalley.com.
That's right. Thank you, Stephen. We appreciate it.
All right, thanks a lot, guys.
All right, buddy. That's a good guy right there. He's got a good website on that thing right there, too. I heard he got himself in trouble with the first game of the season picking against Walker Valley, I think. I think he got himself
You can get in trouble if you make a pick.
I think he got himself a little bit of trouble, but he overcame it. All right, you're on SportsVision special call-in show. Question or comment?
Hello.
Hello?
This is Joseph.
Yes.
I was just calling, thinking about the game.
Okay.
What do you think about it?
What do I think about it?
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's going to be a wonderful game. I think it's going to be a great game.
I'm taking Bradley to win.
You taking Bradley?
Yeah.
And your score?
Just because my cousin plays for Bradley.
Okay, and what score?
28-21.
28-21.
28-21, Bradley.
Yeah.
Okay, will you be there?
I'm going to try. Well, I play for Walker Valley. I don't know. Probably not.
Oh, if you play Walker Valley, no.
No,
But,
I probably
okay.
won't be able to be there.
That's right.
I'm going to win.
This is Mr. Farmer?
Yes, sir.
See, that's
Okay.
right. Joe, when he said Joseph, and yeah, he does play for Walker Valley. That's right. I'm sorry. Yeah, I tell you what, though, buddy, you guys have got a wonderful team happening there. You keep that going on.
Yeah, hopefully we'll take on Miggs.
There you go.
Is that Matt?
That's this right here?
Yeah.
No, that's Joseph Farmer.
Oh, Joseph Farmer. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. He's a great kid. Well, we appreciate you calling.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, buddy.
Bye.
We got a commercial lined up there, Corey, if we don't get another call here. What do we got? 472. Come on.
05.
0581.
81.
Give us a
You'll
call.
get it before we leave tonight.
Are you ready? All right, we're going to be right back.
The incredible man, I only do things incredible can. Cause I am the seed of a chosen breed. You don't see too many like me. Cause I am one of the reasons you do what you do when you want to be me instead of you. Cause I am still on beat, showing up to the streets. Come on, you know me, cause that's who I am.
We don't have time for the replay. We had it, but we're going to stay with the action here. And there it is. It's off to number 32, Antonio Westfield. He's going to score. And Antonio Westfield, he called in the call-in show the other night, said he was ready to play. First time he touched the ball, Johnny, he's off left side into the end zone.
I was on my way home from work. All of a sudden, boom, radiator hose pops off. To make matters worse, I'm starving. I mean, I'm really hungry. And the only thing I can see anywhere around me is a Hardee's. I decide, all right, I'll just get some fries and something to drink. Nobody can screw that up. So walk inside and I see up on the board there they've got this thick burger. Man, I hate to admit it, it was pretty good.
Thick burgers, a third, a half, and 2/3 of a pound. Only at Hardee's.
Well, here we go.
Westmoreland.
Touchdown.
Touchdown. Goodness gracious.
My goodness.
The incredible man, I only do things incredible can. Cause I am the seed of a chosen breed. You don't see too many like me. Cause I am one of the reasons you do what you do when you want to be me instead of you. Cause I am still on beat, showing up to the streets. Come on, you know me, cause that's who I am.
We are back on Sports Vision, the magazine special call-in show 4720581.
Will it be Bradley or will it be Cleveland?
Will it be Bradley or Cleveland? We're here at Hardee's on 25th Street taking your calls to find out what you think. If you want to, stop on in here and get a combo and get yourself a free Sports Vision t-shirt.
You got to hurry, though. We got about 15 minutes.
Yeah, we got about 15
Got a guy
10
waiting,
o'clock.
though.
Yeah, we do have a guy. I forgot about him. All right, you're on Sports Vision special call-in. Question or comment?
Hey, yeah. It will be Bradley, first of all.
Okay.
And tell everybody, Joe, about your fantasy of tackling the coach.
Oh, Gwen, now
You got yourself in trouble here. You got yourself
You know and everything, you know and everything.
You know and everything. No. What happened is I was talking to my son. We were talking about Coach Nelson, who's a big buff ball player, coach for Bradley.
Big buff ball
who
player.
did play football, went through that big buff, buffed football player. And he played or was in the Seattle Seahawk camp. So, he's now coaching at Bradley. So my kid and I were talking, and he asked me, Coach Nelson running into you, think you could take him? I said, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah? So now he's got this set up where I'm going to have to tackle Coach Nelson in pads. We're going to film it.
That's what we're going to say. We're going to be there to film it because we want some proof.
Yeah, we want to see that on SportsVision.
No, wait a minute. Now, I told Matt to go back to school and tell Coach Nelson, look, my dad wants to make sure you're sure about this because he doesn't want to hurt you, and he doesn't want you to get hurt if you're planning to go back into the NFL.
But you got that special payload tackle, right?
Well, it's a special payload tackle. You know what I'm talking about. And it probably will hurt the guy.
Well,
I don't want to do that. He's a great coach, a great man. But, you know, hey. And so at the game Friday night, last Friday, I saw him every time, before the game really got out of hand, every time I'd see him, I'd kind of give him one of those. And so, I don't know, I don't know if this will take place.
Actually, the guy's been giggling in his sleep, so I don't think he's too worried.
Ah, come on. He's scared to death.
He's been sitting there.
He's scared to death.
I'm ready to see this. I'm ready to see it.
I know you are.
Well, we gotta arrange that somehow. We gotta find a way to get that.
Blow your
that
pants out.
Will you tape it?
Sure.
Somebody's gonna have to step in for Football Friday that night, though, because he's not gonna be there.
Well, that'll be your job, Mike.
What's that?
That'll be your job.
That's right. I'll step in. That's right.
He'll be there probably getting Gatorade into Nelson. That's all
I know
right.
who I'm betting on. If it comes down to some real bucks, you know, I humor him. You know, just so he don't.
Reason why I'm saying all this is I know his TV is out, so he can't watch it. He's not. No. He knows that. He knows I'm serious. Okay.
Well, good show, guys.
Thanks, Gwen. That's our director-producer of Football Friday, Gwen Schroyer. And why would he bring that up now? Now, Coach Nelson's out there thinking.
You said it publicly. This is going to happen.
I said that what I said, and, you know, well, yeah. I mean, why not? Why shouldn't it happen? Why shouldn't it happen? Al, you think I could take him? Oh, stop it, Al. Shut up. Why did I ask you? You're on SportsVision Special Call-In Show. Question or comment?
Hey, Joe, Mike. This is Sophia Phillips.
Hey, how you doing?
Phillips, I know. I'm sorry. I see you all the time. Sophia. Phillips.
Sophia, what's the name of the group?
The group is called Rhythm.
Rhythm, but wasn't it? What was when you were doing the barbecue that night?
That's Social Six.
Social Six. Okay, I'm confused.
And that was awesome. That was 2 years ago.
It was.
In the Cleveland parking lot. We got there early, got everything set up about 4:30 or 5 o'clock, and we got into that stuff. It was
and
great.
you got mad because you paid?
I was teasing. I think she might have given
She
it
gave it to us
She gave
free.
it to us. I was teasing.
See?
I even saved your TV.
That's right. She saved my TV.
That's right. Then we also, if you remember the following SportsVision show, we put you on the air. Showed you all serving the barbecue.
Exactly.
And made a big comment on it. So,
now
hey, tell us about, now I want you to be aware now, if nobody's called you, they were supposed to. Well, I left you a message. Did you get it? You guys are going to be on at halftime right at the beginning of the half.
We are going to do pregame, too. We'll be there.
Okay.
Are you going to have barbecue out there again?
We're not sure about that yet, Joe. Sorry. But I just want to comment and thank you guys.
That was the best barbecue I have ever had. I promise.
Just wrap a couple up in some foil and bring it. And just,
well, I'll do that. We're doing the Multicultural Fest on Saturday, so it's kind of working. But I just want to come and thank you all for, mentioning Rhythm, because we do work hard, and we like to get a little recognition, too.
Well, you're going to be on, so we'll have you there. Thank you.
Thanks for calling.
Bye-bye.
All right. Great lady. Was wonderful barbecue.
It was. We weren't just, trying to be nice. That was
so
good
that
stuff.
was the best barbecue I've ever had.
Stuff.
I hope she gives a couple more sandwiches, brings them over
Okay,
to my house.
one.
Okay. You're on SportsVision Special Call-In Show. Question or comment?
Yes, I got a comment. I just want to let y'all know that Cleveland going to handle them Friday, and Bradley don't have a chance.
Score.
Probably about 40-0.
40-0.
Are you a player or a fan?
I'm a fan.
Okay.
40-0. There
right.
you go.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks for calling. 40-0, he said. Okay. 4720581. What is it?
You just said it.
All right. And that person just dialed it. You're on SportsVision Special Call-In. Question or comment?
Comment.
All right.
This is Alicia Winter.
Hey, Alicia, how you doing?
Alicia, hey, I'll tell you what. I'm not gonna. She's a very pretty girl.
She's a very pretty girl. I know.
And her mother's beautiful. Her dad.
Yeah.
Go ahead though.
No, her dad is beautiful too. Now don't. Come on. Seriously.
By the way, hey, we got something that you did. Going to be on TV on SportsVision tomorrow. You need to watch it. Walker Valley people that are watching tonight, we're going to have quite a bit on you on SportsVision in the hallways, right?
Right.
There you go.
I was going to say, I think Bradley's going to win.
Score?
Score, leading by a touchdown.
All right.
By a touchdown.
Okay.
Hey, tell all the Walker Valley buddies tomorrow now to watch SportsVision all through the weekend, because we do have about 4 or 5 minutes of the Walker Valley Live.
Yeah.
Got to
I've
get
been
somebody
telling
from Cleveland
everybody.
to tape that for us. We've been working on them. Kelly Logston's supposed to do that for me.
Do you think Walker Valley will ever play Bradley?
2 years from now. It's
2
already
years.
It's already
Just from
in the
now?
plans. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right. So, yeah, it is in the plans.
That's Gar Winter, a good friend of mine, and Janet, and
I know Alicia.
Their daughter, Alicia.
In fact, you always talk about how beautiful her mother is.
Well,
and
she's a pretty lady.
you tell her you love her all the time. Now, what's
I
your wife
haven't
gonna
said
think?
that. Now my wife's going to get
You
mad.
did say that one time.
Get that guy.
You told me you loved
Keep
me,
going.
too,
Get-
so
get
I'm
the call.
wondering
Get
what
the
that's
call.
all
Get the
about. All right, you're on SportsVision Special Call-In Show. Question or
You know
comment?
this is?
Come again?
You know this is?
Is that Brandon?
Turn your TV
Turn your-
down.
You're sitting right by your
I'm
television.
watching you.
You're watching?
Watching.
You got your shirt on?
Brad's going to win.
All right, you
Brad?
got your SportsVision shirt on?
The one with the 2 dogs you just took
You
on.
know this is?
This is Brett.
Yes.
Can you believe
I'm
that we
gonna
knew
win.
it? We just took a guess of everybody in Cleveland. Who would it be? What now, bud?
This is Brett.
Didn't I just say that? Are you wearing it? Are you
You know
wearing it?
Cooper? Josh Cooper?
Josh Cooper?
He was on Bungo's. Bungo's Pizza.
Yes.
Josh Cooper is Bungo's Pizza.
Okay.
There's a Bungo's plug for the SportsVision.
You got your
Or for
shirt
the
like this
Football
on,
Friday.
Brett?
I don't have it.
We gave you one.
You just went home with it.
I don't have the pizza too.
Oh.
Okay.
Your dad probably took it and stole it. He wants to wear it. All
That's
right.
crazy.
Thank you, Brett.
All right, buddy. We'll see you at the game, okay?
I'm not going.
Well,
Then watch it on TV.
That's right.
Okay.
All right?
Thank you.
Bye.
All right, buddy. We'll see you. Hey, let's tell everybody. Live Friday night, 7 o'clock pregame, 7:30 kickoff. Cleveland-Bradley rivalry renewed part 3 on WTMB. You'll also see the replay, which will be a couple of days later. We'll let you know about that.
We'll announce it at the game.
Yeah, they'll announce the game when it's going to be. So, it's going to be.
So if you're
watch
going to
it.
hear when it's on again, you got to go to the game to see it.
All right, SportsVision special call-in show. Question or comment?
I would just like to know if you think the officiating can be a factor in a big emotional game like this. I want to listen to your comments.
Okay. Yes, it can. And when we were talking to Robbie Derrick before he left, we asked him about the officiating that's going to be at the game, and he said all the officials that will be officiating the Cleveland-Bradley game are from Chattanooga.
That's right. They don't want any part of it from here.
Yeah,
You know,
so
you
it's
can't
not
blame
any local flavor with the
That's
officials.
right. So will it be anything that's intentionally biased? I'd say no. I mean, there may be a call that you could look at later on TV, and we may have some slow motion. May see a bad call, but it's not going to be anything that anybody said, okay, I'm pulling for Cleveland, I'm pulling for
Right.
So, but that happens. That's football. And if that one cost you, maybe you should have done something else.
Right. Good point. SportsVision special call-in. Question or comment?
Yes, I have a question.
Go ahead.
Do you think Kellen Pickle will be a big factor in this upcoming game since he's joined the Bradley football team?
Kellen Pickle be a factor.
Will Kellen Pickle be a factor in the game Friday?
Yeah, a bigger factor than last year.
Bigger factor. Okay. Then what happened? Okay. All right.
You mean will they use him more?
Yeah.
Basically. Okay.
Okay. We're going to answer your question. I'll take you off so we can get another call, but we'll answer your question.
All right.
All right. Last year, of course, there was no Kellen, but there was no Levante.
Right.
So now this year you got Levante's going to be playing. You do have Pickle in there. And factor, yeah. I mean, any athlete is going to be a factor.
He's quick. He's got good hands. He's fast. And I'm sure Cleveland's going to make sure that they got 2 or 3 guys that they're going to be defensing in particular, and he's going to be one of them. So he'll have his work cut out for him. But, yeah, will he be a factor? Or can he make a big play? Sure he can.
Oh, sure he can. Okay. SportsVision special call-in. Question or comment?
Comment.
All right.
Hey, guys. This is Jeannie Griffin.
Jeannie Griffin. Hey, we mentioned your dance team.
Hey, you're not going to miss our dance team. You mentioned it. Okay, I'm sorry.
I mentioned
Sorry.
That's all right. See, your hearing's going like his is.
That's right.
Jeannie.
And you didn't even send me a card when I turned 50.
You know what? I'm so sorry for that.
But you know what?
You know what? Denny's turned 52.
Now,
I know that. He's a month ahead of me.
Remember just to send him a card the next time he turns 50.
Well,
That's
I'll
all.
be glad to do that.
Just tell him I'll
However,
get you-
I
I'll
just
catch
want
you
to
next-
mention that actually the pregame show starts at 6:45. Okay?
On the field.
On the field. And the dance team will be there, and they'll be waiting for you guys to actually show them on television.
Well, I think I'm
debut.
not sure how that's going to go yet, but I think we may have them on the halftime. I'm not sure. We'll talk about that, though. We'll make sure they know. But I think we have them on the halftime.
Okay, not a problem. Just make sure you get
Oh,
them.
they're going to get on. We got a special for them. Matter of fact, before we go to commercial or anything, I think the way they got the rundown set up is they're going to come on. As soon as the players run off the field at half, we're going to take it right to the booth, right straight to the dance team. So they are going to be on.
We love you. We appreciate you.
All right.
Okay, thanks for watching. Okay, so yeah. Well, what we were saying, 7 o'clock pregame, we were talking about the TV broadcast.
Well, the TV comes on at 7,
But
and we got all the players. There's with all of them on each team. There's about 5 minutes of them introing themselves and several things in there. And we don't want to cut the dance team down short. We want to give them time. We know we're going to have time to give them a good routine at half.
Right.
So I think that's what we're going to do. But we'll correct that with all the powers that be.
SportsVision special call-in, question or comment?
Lost him.
Okay.
He's got a couple minutes. Hurry up and get in here.
Yeah,
If you got a call.
472-0581 if you want to call right now, right there. SportsVision special call-in, question or comment?
Yeah, this is Jim Williams, a local fan. I'm just calling in to say that Cleveland's going to win.
You have a prediction of a score?
About 66 to 14.
Okay.
All right,
All right.
66. Well, listen, but we got a couple minutes,
Thank you for
Joe.
calling.
Let's real quickly thank the fine people at Hardee's here. Brenda Eckert, Clarence Neese, and of course Dale Forrester.
Clarence Neese, who's your nephew.
And those, that Scoggins family over there, good people.
Right.
We're going to have to go to a close here in a minute. We might squeeze one in. We're going to have to cut it off just in time, though, because we got other programming. But Hardee's, thank you very much.
Yes.
And
Dale Forrester.
tell these people you appreciate it. Dale Forrester, mention Dale. So thank you, Hardee's. Let's get a quick call, but I want to get all those people in before we go, and we appreciate it.
SportsVision special call-in, question or comment. You're the last call, so make it a good one.
This is a comment.
Hurry up. We're cutting short. Go ahead.
Roll. Yeah!
All right.
I don't know what the heck that was.
We always save the best and most intelligent for last.
Exactly. Exactly.
But, you know, that's good. We're off the air.
I know we're just popping in and out there. But we got a minute.
1 minute.
Okay.
All right.
We got to close here. Hey, let's tell them tomorrow, SportsVision, 6 o'clock.
11 o'clock.
Don't forget, then Sunday at 7. Don't forget Friday night, 7 o'clock pregame, 7:30 kickoff, Cleveland Bradley rivalry renewed part 3 on WTMB. We'll see you. Have yourself a good week.
Man, I only do things incredible can, cause I am the seed of a chosen breed. You don't see too many like me, cause I am one of the reasons you do what you do when you want to be me instead of you, cause I